right. Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Patrick Clapp. I am the Maze Controller. For this session, we're playing Mazes today, celebrating the Dungeon Reforged campaign happening right now. We have this excellent build in front of us. We have 4 excellent players that we'll be introing in a moment. I'm going to give a very brief overview of what to expect, and then we'll do some introductions, and then I'll give a less brief overview about what to expect.
You mean the game?
The game, yeah. So, Mazes is a fantasy role-playing game that is flavored like novellas from the 60s and 70s sword and sorcery novellas without the problematic bits. It plays one-shot dungeon crawls in about 2.5 hours, tells a full story from beginning to end. Characters are fully realized as you start the game, and you have a fun adventure, you tell some good stories, and you go about your business. It runs on the polymorph system. The polymorph system is defined by firstly, your character is your die type. So you are either a D4, a D6, a D8, or a D10, and that's the only die you have to roll the entire time. So our players have already selected their characters, and they'll tell you a bit about them. And then once we do some introductions, I'll give you a little mechanics, and we'll set the stage and head in. So with that done, how about we start here?
Sure. Hi everybody, I'm Eugenio, I'm DM Jazzy Hands on the internet, and today I am playing Gus. Gus is the Vanguard role, which is the D6 role in Mazes, and he is a local poacher is what it says on the character sheet, but he prefers purveyor of rare, difficult to come by biological components.
Just a stellar. Hi, I'm Tyler. And I am playing Rudy. Rudy is a sentinel, scowling innkeeper. So I'll work on my scowl. I'll get there. I think I got a good one. You have to have one to be the head of a department here. You have to have a good scowl. Strong, streetwise, and traveled. This guy is going to be figured out as I play.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Name's Bobby. Bobby, no relation. I'm a paragon, so I have a D4 system, and I've been around the dream block a few times, and I've seen some stuff. Now I'm gonna go a little bit deeper, see if there's some more cogs I can figure out for my toys up surface. I'm a toy maker.
Yes. I want those toys.
I also love that Barbie sounds like Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, no relation.
Yes. Bobby who?
Shrimp on the...
And I'm Dylan, or Super Dylan, and I'm going to be playing Leland Rhodes, who is a fighter and a retired hero. I want everybody to use the power of your imagination to pretend that this is straight whiskey, and that anytime Leland is sipping it, that's what is happening there. He does not want to be here.
Oh no.
I retired for a reason.
I retired for a reason.
Right.
Why are
Role-play.
you bothering me?
Fantastic. All right. Again, my name is Patrick. I am the Maze Controller. So, in Mazes, players are venturers who are seeking their fortune or to fix a problem or settle a debt. All sorts of things that might drive someone into a dungeon or dangerous place. During the course of the game, players are going to be tested on 4 different things: books, boots, blades, and bones. Those are the 4 tests. They each have their own resolution for them. To succeed on books, you need to roll a 2 or a 3. To succeed on boots, that's a 3, 4, or 5. Blades is a 4, 5, 6, or 7, and bones is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Everybody's shooting for the same numbers. They're just a little better at it than some other things. And the observant among you might notice that the D4's relationship with bones is a little challenging. We'll get into a little more of how that gets resolved as we play. So, with that said, everybody has their characters. Everybody has started to sort of feel the space with them a bit. I believe as you're all townsfolk in this adventure, you probably know of each other, if not have already perhaps solved a couple of problems yourselves as a group. I'm going to set the scene now because there is a problem happening. Way stations and roadside inns are buzzing with tales of strange mechanical creatures roaming the countryside, pulling apart buildings, caravan wagons, armored guards, and anything else with an ounce of metal. Waylaying the mechanicals has done little to slow the destruction, as more keep showing up along the trade roads. You have managed to follow one of the things back to what you presume is its lair, a rocky hill set at the base of a mountain on the edge of a deep and dark lake. Whatever is sending the mechanicals out to terrorize the countryside must be found somewhere within. You watched the entrance for a few hours. Nothing else has come or gone in that time. The time now has come to discover the source of this scourge and put a stop to it once and for all. So, I have a question for the table to answer. We call these door questions. They set the tone or the purpose that the party might latch onto, use as narrative hooks, or to drive the story forward. So locals, folks you know, folks you've heard of, have been trying to raise the alarm about the mechanical threat for weeks. How did you, as a group, hear about the reward that finally got posted? Was it because a well-to-do landowner's cousin was taken recently, and the reward to rescue was too much to pass up? If you did that, the rewards for this adventure would be higher than usual, but only if you rescue the cousin. And I would start you with 3 treasure. That would also start with 2 darkness. That's my currency. So for 3 darkness and 4 treasure, a regional Oathsworn has detected something foul and sinister building in the area and offered a reward when they connected it to the mechanical hooliganism. So,
Just a
Great
yeah.
word.
Just
Yep.
a
Really
beautiful
great word.
Hooliganism.
so how did you all finally decide to jump at the offer?
Is this and this is a group wide?
This is a group decision.
decision.
This is like this little motivator for you to
Yeah.
kind of latch on.
No worries.
I feel very strongly though that the one thing I can't stand is hooliganism.
Yeah.
And so,
That's what brings you back in.
That's
Every time
heard,
I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
yeah.
Well, that's a little
hooliganism.
complicated too, because the one thing that I can stand is mechanical. So
I think
I would agree with you.
I see you.
It's, you know what it is? It's less about the hooliganism. I think I just don't like the landowner. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we are the nicest, most popular
Alright.
folks
No.
in this town,
Yeah.
so that tracks.
Sounds like
is
a
not
regional
really-
Oathsworn has detected something foul and sinister building in the area and offered a reward once it was connected to the mechanical hooliganism.
Yes.
All right.
Also, it means we get to make him say hooligan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
that's what
hey, I love
Every object in this adventure, as you choose this, it says the word hooliganism.
Right,
It's
right.
just
Correct,
scrawled
Yeah.
different spellings. All right, we're going to start the darkness at 3. This is my currency. I spend darkness to make life more challenging for the party.
Great.
I have some things I can do. I also can kind of just figure things out. I can just kind of wing it if I want to. It's my currency. Darkness goes up when certain things happen, such as encountering hazards, literally entering the darkness, ignoring danger. So a classic example is you come up to a door, someone opens it, sees what's inside, and says, "No, thank you." That would be ignoring danger. The darkness would go up. Splitting the party, which you're welcome to do. Twiddles my fingers. Allowing time to pass. Darkness is really a measure of the adversity that is pressing in on you as you try to complete a maze.
Got it.
Or if you need to call for a flashback, a setup you did in the past, you'd say, hey, about a week ago, I was working on a thing that might come into handy right now. I'll take a darkness and we will have that little flashback.
Fun.
Yeah. So on the other side of the coin, literally, is the treasure that the party has. So I'm just going to place these out here. The party has 4 treasure. This is a group pool of resources. Anybody can choose to spend it at any time. If you're in a combat situation, spending a treasure would be your moment. You wouldn't spend it and use it. You would cause something to come into being by having a treasure. It is an abstract concept. Treasure comes and goes. You spend treasure on the things that you need in the moment. When you find riches and rewards throughout the adventure, they just become treasure. So, I might ask you where you found it, who you borrowed it from, what back of a wagon did you take it from, that sort of thing. But it's treasure. It's up to you. However, 4 might not be enough for your needs. Who knows? Sometimes a resourceful venturer has a little something extra tucked into a spare pouch. Is this one of those times? The party may add 1 more treasure to their pile by giving me 2 more darkness.
Ah.
Yes.
That's a lot of darkness.
Yeah,
Patrick, this is our first time.
Trust me, this is intended to be a little cruel towards the end, but the beginning's fine.
Very good.
I'd like to get in the room.
Yeah.
Start fiddling with my brain.
So just so you know, I mentioned this off stream before, but there are 3 level sets within the adventure that correlate to darkness. There is bright, which we are now. Darkness is 3 or less. Bleak, darkness would be 7 or more. And then torchlit, which is in between, 4 to 6 round. So right now we're bright, which means crowns are an automatic success. That is the top die on your roll.
Oh.
If we go to torchlit,
see.
it becomes a yes, but.
Yeah.
So
I see your game.
okay.
Yeah, I see it.
No, I'm sensing a no to the proper.
Let us have a moment in the sunlight.
Yeah.
It won't be long, I'm sure.
Fantastic. Very well. Well, I would like to welcome you to the Stronghold of Sinister Artifice by having you go through a piece that I do not have in my personal collection yet from Dungeons Reforged, which is this amazing angled door piece. I love it.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, they're so nice. You've got a view of one right there as well. So, I would welcome the party into that first chamber. You can walk through that cool little bit. We have little minis here.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that particular piece.
I'm just put
I'll
my
be
old
right in the doorway.
Yeah.
Right in the door.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
So the first room beyond the exterior entrance is warm and dirty. Tracks of dried mud and dirt streak the floor. The room itself is longer than it is wide, with another door ahead on the left wall and a short stair leading up to an elevated section in the back. High in the shadows, at the very back of the room, are 2 pairs of glowing red eyes. So, I would like to know what the party's doing about the light situation here, because it is fairly dark.
I light a match.
Yeah. Just a match, though, not a torch.
Yeah, I thought traveled was gonna give me something, but it didn't. It's more about information.
Travel is
Yeah.
a more
So that
of a lore
That was my.
situation. But if somebody believes some of the edges, so all of the characters have edges, which are true things about them.
Uh-huh.
If somebody believes one of their edges would pertain to like, oh yeah, I definitely have some light on me. If not, you could spend a treasure to have all of the light you need for the rest of the adventure.
Well, I have a bunch of little inventions and
You
stuff,
do?
so I might, I could like,
Well, there you go.
I'll take your
Oh,
match,
yeah.
I'll light a cigarette. like an orb, and I'll put it in the
Excellent.
orb, and then we have
You're
a light
lighting
sword.
I love it.
A light that smells a little like tobacco.
Yeah.
Cigarette lit orb
Yeah,
is now
it's
on
kind of
my
like a
list of-
lighthouse,
Heck
but just
yeah.
for my hand.
I love it.
I do want to say that I light the match thinking that that's enough.
Right.
And then you
The
take it
party's
and I'm
like-
like, kids these days.
I love it. All
My
right.
day we used to.
This was all we had.
No.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah, what did we used to do?
Toy maker to the rescue.
I love
it is enough light to see by. You can see what looks like a very abused room. There's definitely the tracks of mud lead from the door you are at to the other door. Of concern, though, are the gleaming red eyes up in the shadows.
Yeah. It's for criminal, but I think we have to break things. I think I want to.
Oh no.
Is movement allowed?
Oh yeah,
From my
you
spot?
can do
Okay.
whatever you
The
want.
one thing you can't do. In
Right.
this
Yeah.
game.
If you get to a point where I'm like, oh, hang on, let's stop it. I'll jump in.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fair.
Play with the space. That's why we
Can I use my strong edge
I mean-
to grab? Because I have.
So here's the thing: you are always strong.
Yes.
So you could just say, "Hey, I want to pick this thing up."
Fantastic. I have it just says I have advantage when attempting to lift or break things.
Yeah. If dice came into play and I
Got
had
it,
to make
got
the
it.
roll because there was a chance you might fail,
Yeah.
yeah, you are strong enough to absolutely hurl a chair somewhere or pick up
Fantastic.
a table.
I'm gonna take this bench next to me, and I want to chuck it at one of
I like that.
whatever corner where I see two gleaming eyes. I'm just like,
What?
well, obviously, I'm the one who has to scowl from the darkness.
Excellent.
Chuck it.
You know what? That's amazing. Hey, I would like you actually to make this an attack roll. So, could you please spend a heart,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have you roll bones. Usually you roll blades for combat, but this was a very strength-based move. So you are advantaged in strong situations. So give me advantage. You're gonna roll 2 dice and take the better number. You're looking for a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9.
Well, I got 10
10's a crown. We're
and an
right.
8, but I just mean
Well, here's the fun thing.
so
Both
I
of
get
those.
to choose. Oh, sorry.
Here's the thing. Both of those are successes in an advantage situation. That means it's critical. Functionally, the best you could possibly do. Why don't you roll for effect? So when you roll for effect, you roll one of your dice, and that gives me a measure of the damage done or the power of the strike.
A 3.
3. Fantastic. I'm actually going to double that to 6 because it was so effective that this grinning sentry is broken, smashed to pieces. The other one, its eyes snap over to you, and I would like you to make me a books save, please.
I want to say that as you like picked up the bench and threw it, like right as you were about to, I was like, "No, don't do that yet." No, it's looking at us.
Make me a book save as the eyes of the grinning sentry fall upon you.
Boy.
It's a 5. So
So 5. You
Only a
watch
2 and a 3 on a books.
Correct.
So okay.
you watch Rudy, the scowling innkeeper, happy with the initial result.
Oh, I
Suddenly,
stepped up. I said, I don't like you looking at me from the shadows. I don't like that. We got
And
all
then-
this light, and I throw it out.
throws it out there and then freezes in place. So
Bar's closed.
we'll jump into this is now a combat situation. In a combat situation, the party all take moments. We've kind of sort of done that here, and then the 3 of you each have a moment, and then any of the hazards you're facing will have a moment, and we just go back and forth like that. So right now, what you see is the screening sentry is locked eyes with the innkeep. He's frozen in place, and you can hear rustling as it begins to unseat itself from its pedestal.
Seeing the other one is sort of fallen, right, and is
I
broken.
gotta say, maybe I should have had 3 of these in here.
It's pretty quick.
You just smashed that one to pieces with an amazing
have no doubt
improvised chair.
Get back at us later.
Straight out of me.
So seeing this one focused on Rudy, and the other one just sitting there, a type of creature that I have not seen before, and that undoubtedly has valuable bits and bobs. I'm going to use my. I'm going to very quietly just sort of duck under this thing's line of sight and make my way over to the fallen one.
Sure.
And just sort of see if there's any parts I can take, usable bits.
Oh, that's good.
Make me a
Just creeping up the
books
stairs.
roll.
Yeah.
You're a poacher. I'm gonna say advantage because you're specifically looking for loot type.
Yeah. If something useful pops up, that's good too, I guess. But 3. I got a 3, so
we'll
that
take
one
the
works.
3. Yeah, the eyes. It's all in the eyes, right? You actually take up a couple of these bits. We're just gonna set a bit of treasure up there. So I will say, do not be afraid to use this. It comes and it goes. So
Sure.
it is there. So
Okay.
don't be afraid. We don't want to end the game with 99 potions, folks.
Yeah.
So go ahead and use that. That was very good.
Nah.
Especially you realize that out of line of sight of this thing is key.
Aha. Okay.
You did not feel the gaze of it come across you because you.
I'm drawing its
Wait.
fire.
How about over here?
Yeah.
Tank.
And I'm gonna take out my magic weapon, straight up, named after my favorite drink, and I will, I'm gonna come. It's a mall, I think.
Oh, I
Heck
like
yeah, it
malls.
is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Let's go to the mall.
over and swing it at the still standing statue.
This one, right?
Sure.
And I just want it to be clear that I hate it the whole time.
Excellent. Little housekeeping. I do need to raise the darkness because we have officially entered a combat scenario.
Delicious.
However, if you would spend a heart and roll blades for me, you have a magic weapon,
Yes.
which I believe gives
I
you
have advantage on that.
You have a photo over here?
One is a key,
Okay.
and 7 is a success as well. So,
Okay.
as a fighter, a key on an offensive attack is a success. That is a thing you do. So that is a critical hit,
It is.
which
Okay.
means you have advantage on the effect roll.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Dice are coming up great. We'll take
3.
2. I'm sorry,
The
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic. It's like, wait, no, here. It's my head. All right. How about our toy maker?
I think I'm gonna leave the doorway.
Okay.
You know, it
great.
might be useful.
Sure.
And I'm a little bit envious because you got to the parts first, so I'm just gonna peek around and be like, wait, take that guy out. Can I see?
Yeah, you can see
If
all
there's-
sorts of things.
Okay, well,
Like,
Yeah.
cigarette orb.
can I like try to investigate like what's going on with the
Sure.
freezing thing?
I need you to make me a
Mm.
books save first.
Okay.
It's a saving throw versus the gaze of that creature. 4 is a crown. Crown
Right.
would be because you won or 2 or 3. So 4 for you is a crown, which is currently yes, but. So I'm going to say you see the gaze of this thing. You can feel it start to affect you. You quickly look away, but it's going to give you disadvantage on the thing you want to do next.
Oh,
It slowed
no.
you a little bit.
Okay. Well,
You weren't frozen, but you're disadvantaged.
a little disadvantaged. No, so then now I'm just trying to go after precious gems.
This is fair. This is fair.
Okay.
Like, are they just fake rhinestones? Is the thing. Well, okay. How can I be helpful? I feel like I don't have a lot of like might,
Right.
so I don't know.
Oh, I will give you the warning I give most paragons is being like aggressive damage, like straight up offensive maneuvers with a paragon is tricky because you only have 4 hearts, so you can grind yourself down pretty quickly. However, you have more stars than everyone.
Okay.
So the other currency that the players have are stars, which they can spend on their edges. So the Paragon doesn't do well using main violence to solve their problems, but they can use their stars to great effect.
And you've got tools, right? That's
Yeah.
what
So
Yeah.
what I might do is since this thing is affected by gaze into it,
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna fashion some pretty cool Barbie sunglasses
Yeah.
for everyone in the party.
So
But
for
specifically,
everyone in the party would be a star spent. For just you would be no roll.
oh, do I be selfish?
You're not the selfish toy maker. You're just a strange toy.
Just strange. I'm gonna make sunglasses for everyone.
All right. You start knocking out these lenses to putting little things together.
You get the pink
Little-
ones.
Okay. While that is happening, what is the grinning?
Yeah.
I think the grinning sentry is going to now do a little flyby here. Well, I've got this magic maul in my face. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
So I think it's going to swoop down past you. It's going to try and slash you. So would you make me a blade save? Please?
I will. And a save is just.
Save is just
roll
your
it.
die roll.
Yep.
Looking
Okay.
for 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
7.
Yep. It swoops by you. You block. It does nothing. It's going to swoop over to here.
Ah, god damn it.
You told me to freeze.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the monster's go. The other monster's done, dead and broken. So I think it makes most sense to swing back now to the toy maker to
Furiously
distribute
making
the
sunglasses.
distribute the fruits of your labor.
All right, I get mine on. They're bedazzled. They're just amazing.
Sure.
Honestly,
Yeah.
blinding
Right.
even maybe.
Great.
And then I'll toss them out. I don't care if they don't match. Just wear them.
Well, you do notice that your scowling innkeeper is frozen in
Right.
place.
Just cook.
Put him on
And then
him.
Okay,
You rolled
and you're
perfect.
up there. Right?
Yeah, we're both up here.
I don't really want it past the creature.
That's probably wise.
No thug life, just.
Yeah.
Okay, so then who? This is you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the end of it.
Leland,
Jesus Christ.
get the glasses on, Rudy.
You're closer.
Far away.
I'm right
you.
here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this is me and
Oh.
Tell the
You
person
could sneak
across the room.
Gus is like,
You're
I'm gonna try to be stealthy with this group.
Okay, okay. Oh man.
Everyone could calm down. It's just one statue.
Right?
Oh.
If you help me, I
Every
can help
time
you with
you're-
all.
All right, I'll sneak over
All right.
Yeah.
Here.
and I'll put them on,
Chop
but I'll
the
put them
shit.
on upside down
Sure.
because I'm
You feel the gaze break. You feel control return to your limbs.
So good.
It's like a Frosty Snowman style reanimation.
Happy birthday.
Oh! Incredible.
So, would you like a moment?
Yes, sure. I think because it went so well last time. See this chair.
Yeah, that chair's
Lord,
there.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
just begging.
I dressed this room for a reason.
Boy howdy. I'm like I probably have something
Sure.
like a shield and I think he also has like a mace. I think he,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Pulled
he's just
off
sort of like
from behind the bar when you decide.
yeah, but
to go.
like
Yeah.
every time he uses the mace, he has to pay to upkeep it. So it's kind of like like everything is kind of just a reserved. Like we got to get the hell out of here. I left Sandy in charge of the bar. She's not always the best at taking all the tips. I
Do I
gotta
have a
get back.
face that tells you that I want to hear about your problem?
I need you to know.
How can
I
I?
need you to
How
know
can I
it's
change
amazing.
it?
I grab the chair, throw it at the.
All right, spend a heart and roll blades, please.
That's the thing I have in spades.
let's,
right now.
That's good.
Well, you know what? I did bone last time. Let's do bones again. So roll with
Bones?
advantage.
Okay. Either way. So that's a 4 and a 9. So
We'll
I
take the
did-
9 as a hit. Roll for effect, please.
Great.
Oh, that's great. Doesn't quite do.
I was gonna say, I thought maybe with your damage on mine, I might have been able to do something, but
Yeah, your foot slips in some of the mud right as you throw it a little bit. It just kind of smashes it a bit, and it turns its head towards you. You kind of feel the gaze wash over you, but the glasses, they help. Right, this side of the right here and right here.
So, it's turned away from me
Yeah,
at the moment,
it is now.
right?
Its gaze is now there.
Can I spend a treasure to do something?
Absolutely.
So, My ex-wife's.
Can I send a treasure going? My ex-wife.
Can I start to sing?
It's my first wife's sweater, and I just want to I want to chuck it
That's very
over the
Oh,
statue's
I see.
eyes.
Yeah.
I want to cover the statue's eyes.
That's very funny.
I see. I like it. Yes. I think.
And I never loved Hilda, so
In-
it was a
but I
bunch of
kept
convenience.
an interesting thing happens as you do that. The animation, the creature was animated, right? It was moving towards you, was lining up. As it is draped by this sweater, you can see it just kind of freeze in place. It's no longer a going concern.
Again,
Tap on. Can we maybe tap and make a noise to see if it's gonna move?
It doesn't
to the noise?
react.
Okay. Very sight-based thing then.
Yep.
Seems.
Incredibly set-based.
You get some good stuff in there. You find some good things.
One hand puts one of the eyes away, and the other one says, "Yeah, I found one of these."
very cute.
Or preventing criminal activity.
All right.
No.
Now these are stone statues, right? They're not
Yes.
clockwork.
Yes. These.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Oh.
these are technically constructs. So they're not like enchanted stone beings.
Ah.
They are mechanicals of some sort. They're just dressed up to look like.
Perhaps.
There's plates or things that make it look more statuesque.
Yeah. It's been dry brushed to heck.
So you found one of those.
Oh, so
I'm gonna
I found the gem. Yeah, and I'll
slap the bottom of your hand and grab it.
I would have given it to you. It's your thing. Wait, but come over here and look at this because it's got. And I'll show you. You and I can sort of
Ah.
dig into the inside of the downed one over
I
there.
haven't seen a cog like that in years.
I also love your Dylan. I also love your 30-foot sweater, Chuck.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Perfectly weighted.
It's a heavy sweater.
Yeah.
Hilda was a big girl.
She didn't like to be cold.
So currently in this room, we still have these barrels.
Yeah, there's some
big
barrels.
galled and
And there's
stuff.
the other door. That's about it. You've smashed up the other furniture.
Right.
So how bad do you want more of that now that you've got a little pile of whatever we've dug out of this thing?
Kind of want it all. But okay, I'll search and see if there's anything that might be useful
Give me a books roll, please.
for.
Another crown.
Yeah.
Yes, but hey, yeah. You know what? I think you do find a treasure, but I think you didn't realize that the bottom of the barrels had a lot of caustic in it. I'm gonna lose one heart. But you do find a treasure at the bottom of one of those barrels.
All right.
That's a great band.
My favorite shape.
So should we pull the other one down and break it apart while we can? It's not moving. Do you want the pieces there? Should we move on?
It's a part of me that thinks moving on is nice, and that if
Yeah.
the danger is settled, then we can.
I kicked the door.
Oh, fantastic!
I love it.
You're my favorite.
The vanguard is
Yeah.
sitting back and like, maybe we should. No.
There we go. So these pieces are magnetic, and you
Right.
can put magnetic traps attached to them, and that was where one of those traps was, a flame
that's
jet
great.
trap. I believe, yeah, you lose 3 hearts, and you're lit on fire as this wave of flame washes over you. You do successfully kick the door open.
Okay. Spectacular.
Hmm.
Can I, in any way, use lucky?
Oh
here?
yeah,
Love
yeah. You know
Yeah.
what? If you wanted to spend a star on lucky, I would say you're not burning, and you only lose 1 heart.
Okay, that's perfect. I'll take that. I'll spend the star. I'll
Useful as hell.
I'll lose a heart, and I will use the fire to light a cigar.
Okay.
That's perfect.
That is,
Cartoon just.
yeah. So lucky is a really good edge. please remember to lean on it because I don't often have characters in my games with
Will
lucky,
do.
and it is a perfect foil for the kind of garbage I pull on players.
You know what else is
Thank you
perfect
for
foil?
just kicking the door open, though. I really
You're so
appreciate
welcome.
it.
That's what I'm here for.
The room beyond is beyond the mudroom. The lair opens up into a high-ceilinged chamber with several shadowy nooks and less shadowy open spaces. There are plenty of signs of renovation in the walls and floor, such as stones with less weathering and walls jutting into the area at strange places. And I think from where you are, you probably see a lever.
Oh, we love a lever.
If I know anything, I know we need to stay away from those shadowy nooks. Nothing good happens in a shadowy nook.
Nothing happens. Apparently, nothing good happens when we open a door either.
What are you talking about? I got this cigar lit.
Burnt
Yeah, I have no eyebrows.
As Leland is like, stay away from the shadowy nook. Gus has gone over and like elbowed Barbie and been like, come here.
Yeah, my thumbs are gonna do
Yeah.
it. I see the lever.
Right, exactly. We're both looking at the lever like, what do we think?
Even if it doesn't do anything,
I know, it's gotta be something.
it's gotta be something.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. There is ways to like check for traps.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can check for traps.
You could just
So I could just avoid them, but yeah, that's fun too.
you can be as descriptive of what you would like to do. Don't feel constrained by your character sheet. You're folks in a dungeon trying to
So-
figure out what's going on.
If you're in the lead and you're avoiding traps, I'm gonna do some searching for traps.
Yeah, that feels right.
And
Sure, give me a books roll.
3.
Hey, that'll do.
Yeah, I think you notice that the here's what you notice. The construction here is odd. The original form of this chamber is not what it looks like now.
Oh.
There has been construction in a way that almost forces you to walk through this section here, and this spot looks weird. Right there in the middle. Probably some kind of trap.
Okay. So I'll just be like, you guys wait.
Oh, okay.
I think that lever's okay.
Pull the lever?
I think
Wait, let's pull the lever. Nobody take a step anywhere. Stay right where you are. I'm just gonna inch forward and...
You hear a clunk and some gears and things moving around.
my finger.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
No,
You love
no.
this shit.
No overt changes, but you did hear some mechanical things happening in the walls.
A little anticlimactic, but okay.
Are we still not moving?
Yeah.
Now,
sit still.
if I come right up here, can I? What is this?
Oh, it looks like a little nook with a weapon rack on it of some sort.
All right. Well, let's go. What's your name?
Gus.
Rudy.
Gus Gus.
I don't know my name.
Yeah.
Hey, Rudy.
Yeah.
Come take a look at these.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and slink my way
Yeah.
into there.
There's
I'll move out and then you can.
yeah, it's tight in there.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, you
move
just
this.
pull that.
Oh, there you go.
That's fine. Yeah, it looks like a rack of various interesting equipment.
Can I use? I would love to try to streetwise, see if any of these are illicit weapons. Stolen weapons?
I think with your observational skills, you are able to find the one interesting thing in
Ooh.
that rack.
Okay. Which was, there just is an interesting thing.
Yeah, it could be whatever you.
We love a treasure.
Beautiful, beautiful. I
That's
kinda
the
started-
wonderful thing about the abstractness of the treasure. It puts
Whatever.
the creativity over to the player.
Well, I sort of hold on to that, and I'm like, is this what you wanted?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, so
It's the only thing
Bobby found a little trap. Do we want to try and disarm it, or should I just set it off and run?
There's a part of me that would rather disarm it and make it safe for everybody to run across. Because what if it like resets or whatever?
Sure.
I'm shocked that those are
Right, I just.
options.
But I do. All right.
How did you live this long to then retire?
I poach Sorry, I collect rare and difficult to find biological samples. I don't dungeon delve. Is that a boots? What would that be?
What are you trying to
Boots
do?
to try and disarm whatever it is that Barbie found.
Uh,
And I guess we could spend a treasure to have a kit for that.
I would-
tools
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
You know, give me a books roll.
Books roll.
To see something.
Sure.
Ooh.
It's a 6. It's crown. Yes,
Crown.
but
Okay, yes, but. Here's the yes, but. This is definitely, so I think what you find is that the switch has disabled
Oh.
that.
Ooh.
This is the
That's very cool.
spiked floor trap.
Very cool.
But you can hear a ticking.
I
A
like
ticking
the sound of that.
A ticking that implies it won't be disabled for terribly long. That's the but.
Okay.
Not permanently disabled.
Run!
Would the last person across make a boots?
It would be.
I was further back.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Let's make me a boots roll, please.
You got it. Now, would you say these are illicit traps? Or... that's a 5.
5 is going to fail. I think the
Wait,
last.
5 fails on a boot?
Oh, I apologize. I
You're
was
good.
thinking books. You are totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You're just trying.
Yeah. As you make it through, you hear the last of the click, and you kind of sense it just rearm itself. From the other side, there is another switch.
Another one?
I'll point out that these are the freestanding magnetic walls
Yeah, cool.
with the lever.
Great. Very easy.
Very easy.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a lever? I'll throw another. Oops.
It's okay.
I'll knock Rudy over, and then I'll go throw another.
I mean,
one.
My second wife didn't like lovers.
You throw the lever. You hear
Can't wait to
another.
get to the end. Well, my 17th.
I got all this one.
You hear another series of clicks. They sound similar to
Okay.
the last one.
We need to go back, and then all right.
Gonna have to run.
But there doesn't appear to be anywhere to go from here. Everything appears to be a dead end.
Well,
You think that that's all that? You think there was just those 2 gargoyles, and then this guy is just really lazy and he wanted us to clean up after him, or do you think there's
Imagine.
I feel like
Yeah.
sorry.
right?
This whole room is leading us this way, right? So there's
Feels
gotta
like
be
it.
something more over
Okay.
here.
Feels
Well,
like it.
So, watch this. Without rolling dice,
Okay.
as intelligent as folks who've seen it all, as
Generous.
I mean, retired.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
gonna-
Finally. Yeah. Well, you've been on plenty of adventures before.
Sure.
There's got to be something more to this room. There's got to be a secret door in
Yeah.
here somewhere.
Sure.
How are you finding it?
I would like to use dramatic irony.
Lean against
So I'm,
something?
I'm gonna say, I think we're finished here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think dramatic irony is great. So this is one of my favorite pieces. The AV 511.
Very
cool.
You also.
Man,
And
Rich,
that one
you
as
fall
well.
through a bunch of walls.
Yeah, you just kept leaning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna say,
pull it there.
no, exactly what you did was what I was gonna do. Was just like,
Just tip it.
just tip
just
it a bit if you want that effect.
So yeah, I think what you notice is this one clicks. Oh, yeah, I got it. Let me
Okay.
go that
Yeah.
way.
Ah.
All right, couple
Cool.
of secret doors.
Cool.
Which kind of click in and slide a little bit as you lean against them. And you're like, wait a minute, hang on, and you grab another. It clicks in and slides a bit.
Never mind.
In mazes, we don't feel it necessary to keep secrets hidden from the players, right? Secrets are there to be found, so you look for interesting, narrative, fun ways for players to find those.
Yeah. Okay, so within this room, we're seeing kind of just an extra space. There's
Yeah, there's a small. Actually, I believe it's dark.
Okay.
I say I believe it's dark because the last party I ran through this didn't go into this room.
Oh.
They just avoided it. Beyond the secret door is an absolutely dark room.
Okay.
You get the sense that it's not very large, but something in there is absorbing all of the light available, making it impossible to pick out any details. Impossible to pick out any details. Pull the
There's no
dressing.
details
within-
Pull
Details
the
whatsoever.
dressing.
I've never seen anything in there in my life.
It's an
funny.
abyss. Can I make an orb? Another orb?
Yeah.
Need another one of those matches?
Sure.
How do you light your cigarette?
With
Um,
matches?
I was gonna say, what's the question? Leland.
So
How do you
uh,
eat your
I'm
food?
just-
With a fork?
No, I have my person puts it in my mouth.
Oh, my lord.
You have a person?
Your
Yeah,
person?
I have a lot of work to do, so there's a person in my staff.
Take this.
so
Okay.
so if you
Go in there.
if you'd like to spend, I think perhaps
What
spending a
happened to
star on your
A star?
tools. Yeah,
Okay.
spend a star on tools
Okay.
to make it more than just a little LARP
Like it-
level global.
Right, right.
It's like a strobe.
Yeah.
It's like a rave in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That alone.
I'm just gonna go like
That's
this.
good.
Beyond this other one, I shall say, like peeking under the cracks there, you see a cold, humid, cavernous chamber. Just there's water. You hear the drip
Oh,
of
this
water.
way. Oh, that- yeah,
out
that's-
this way.
got
You
it,
hear
got
the
it.
drip of water. A large cavernous cave. You really only have a little view
Right.
of it,
Got
but it's enough to know that it's big. This one's dark and small.
Cool.
You walk in there with this. Now, as you're walking in there, this thing is just strobing like crazy. As you get into the room, it becomes much more constrained, so that it actually is like pulsing and fighting against this darkness, just enough that you can see your hand in front of your face. I think what you notice is your feet are. It's not like you're walking on sand. It's like you're walking on soot. There's a
Okay.
chalky dark soot that's quickly covering
Mhm.
your boots.
As I'm pushing through, I guess I'm just like I'm trying to also like feel for the wall to like
Yeah.
just kind of like keep bearing as I'm
Sure.
going forward.
So, I don't get to roll any dice as the maze controller, but sometimes I need to know something. So I'm gonna have you roll a chaos die. So you're gonna
Okay.
roll your die. Evens, it breaks your way. Odds, it breaks not your way.
It's a 9.
9. Okay. So yeah, you're going along, and you're just feeling this soot pile up on your hands. It's kind of gross and chalky. I think you hear a tiny, thin giggle.
So you guys,
Hate that.
You're traveled.
yes.
Okay. You're traveled. You're an innkeeper.
Yeah.
I think you are no stranger to what this is. Now that you've gone in a few steps and you have got your hands are full of soot, like soot is a common thing that you
I mean,
get.
I touch my fireplace all the time.
So, soot gremlins are pests that plague
Ah,
crafting
jeez.
halls, laboratories. It's typically the charge of apprentices to keep ahead of the cleaning required to ensure a pack of soot gremlins don't take root.
Got it.
In forgotten places and sinister layers, the effort needed to keep out a soot gremlin pack is less of a priority. You think you are in the lair of a soot gremlin pack. They're not awful, but they're gremlins.
Right.
Little hexing tricksters.
I think having seen that and just jeez, don't got anybody taking care of this. I'm going to. I think hearing the little giggle, is it a threatening giggle?
Mischievous. Soot gremlins aren't antagonistic, but their idea of fun is hexing people, cursing them, causing strife.
That is fun.
Then I think I'm gonna walk now in my travel, in my knowledge of what do people usually do to get rid of a suit gremlin? Do they, give them a little spank and move them on their way, or do they give them something? Do they have what is usually the tried and true method? Would I be able to have known
to
that?
keep them away is usually rigorous cleaning. They don't like soap or anything like that.
Got it.
To appease them, I think most people just beat them back with brooms and then clean real good.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That seemed to okay. Can I use one of our treasures
100%,
to
yeah.
take out one of my in items that I'd never leave home without, which is just like pine sol cleaner, kind of
Literally
like
Barton's
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, that kind of thing. And I'm just like, all right,
Just shaking it around. It's like holy water for them.
yeah,
Just
touching the
you
walls and touching
hear
anything I can.
you hear like the giggle turns to a soured like
Yeah,
as
right.
they back away. Make me a bones roll. This is kind of an intimidation thing. So here's what's at stake. They're being pushed away by your application of this. That is going to be successful. You spent a
Yes.
treasure. I agree with that. If you are as scowling as you appear to be, they won't try and hex you on the way out.
Yes.
So
Oh,
make
I'm
me a
definitely-
bones roll.
I'm
Actually, you
definitely
can do it
scowling.
with advantage because you are a scowling innkeeper.
Okay.
Like you have the.
I'm just
May-
wealthy with advantages this session, guys.
May I spend another treasure to do
You can all
something?
treasure. You can all spend as much treasure.
I
How'd you do?
6 and 7.
Yeah, they
Ooh.
they definitely. You get the sense of them kind of fleeing through whatever little cracks and spaces that they go through. They don't
Yeah.
like the thing that you brought out. They recognize your type as anathema, and they flee.
Absolutely.
My third wife Mary used to keep these things in pets, so I
1, 2, 3. Right?
so I take out one of her old little enclosures, and I want to get one of them
Oh,
in
Little trap?
in a little trap. It's a dirty trap.
oh yeah.
It's just like
Well, they're looking for
so
a place to flee, so yeah, I think whoosh, you feel it click in. You're like, all right. So you have a little captured gremlin.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you can write that down. You've turned a treasure into a trapped soot gremlin. Okay. With the pack departed, the room is a mess, but the aura that was really preventing light from piercing the place fades a bit, and the strobing item that you have has revealed something.
What a surprise!
I will say also that it reveals in the same way that like an Indiana Jones style, you blow the dust in to see the
Yeah.
cracks of things. I think you can see that this is a secret door. Yeah, give it a pull. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, just have that open.
Very cool.
cool.
It's not open yet. You just see that it's there.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, I guess either of you haven't been able to necessarily do something yet. If you
Is
guys
he
want to try.
cleaning in there? Is now really the time?
You know, Rudy, he knows. I'm gonna do like a. Shh. Is that potable?
Oh, the water.
The gurgling.
Is that
It has the.
Get down and
You don't hear.
yeah.
You don't hear it so much running as you
Okay.
hear the. Have you ever heard a drip of water in a large cistern that's mostly empty air, but then there's water? It's just
1,000
like-
times at
Yeah,
once.
yeah. There's just a mass of air in here. This large chamber. It's cold. It's humid without being warm.
Okay.
And you just hear the drips of water hitting a large cistern of
Okay.
water. And also, I would say that the walkway that you can kind of see under the lift of the secret door is right next to the water.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore it for now because it's not super potable, you know.
It sounds like it's standing
This
water,
base-
so
yeah,
no.
The
Yeah.
base is on the edge of a lake,
Most
so you know that there
dangerous
is a mountain lake probably
There's
attached to it
potential.
somewhere.
I need
There's
to get my
potential.
life strong.
Yeah, I got you.
But for now, I'm gonna be like, okay, it looks like we're going in
All
there.
right, we're going in there. All right.
Might be some things to tinker with. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shall we make our way in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You coming, Leland?
Yes.
Look out, Mary's coming.
That's right.
No.
Sorry. 1 second.
All right.
All right.
Um,
Well, what are these lovely little things that we see in the corner?
there's all sorts of stuff. If you want to, there is a lot of dust and soot around here.
Uh-huh.
So digging through this might take some time if you're not successful at finding something right away. Which is my way of saying you're going to roll books, and if you fail, I'm going to increase the darkness.
Generally, it's miscellaneous stuff. It's weapons again. It's a little bit of everything.
It's just the trip.
It's gonna be,
Oh, it's gonna be okay. All right.
that's the beauty here is I just give you treasure.
No problem.
And then we have also noticed you said this. Door,
Yeah,
which is not
there is a definitely a secret panel or what we call a secret door outlined by a line of soot, lighter than the rest.
Well, I want to check that out.
All right. Yeah. Pushing it, sliding it aside. What you see in the other room, it's very well lit. So as you crack it open, light spills in.
Oh.
It looks like a room with a couple of cells, and a table, and an incredibly large, tall, wide mechanical form,
Oh.
kind of
Hi.
standing over by the table, just sort of looking at the light.
Not in a cell.
Not in a cell.
Okay.
Can we
Very
see any
important.
of what is in the cells?
Yeah, I think you see a fellow.
Oh. Nothing I can poach, but it looks like something
But I should
constructed.
the strings, little fellow
Oh
with
yes.
fellow with a pig.
Hello with a pig.
Fellow-
it does have a little pig.
Pig
Under its arm.
Get
Yeah.
some pig skin out of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks for saving.
So,
saving
Whoa!
pig. Yeah.
is anyone looking or messing around with
definitely.
potential stuff
Most
over there?
definitely. Yes.
Okay.
I'm snooping.
Give me
That's
a-
all I'm doing.
Give me a books roll, please.
2.
Let's see. You easily find
Hey.
there might be more.
Oh.
If you want to search again, it would be at disadvantage
Oh.
because it's harder to find.
Well, what did I find?
Treasure.
You found treasure.
Just treasure?
There might be one more. If you fail the roll, the darkness goes up.
We have plenty of treasure, I'm
You
going to
do
say.
have quite a bit of treasure. I do have to
And we
commend
just
you
spent it.
all for spending your treasure and finding treasure.
Yeah.
I
feel like
have
we're-
groups sometimes that are a little hesitant, and you are not that group.
But we would not have gotten through that soot goblin.
So you do see this large mechanical creature.
That seems up your
My palms are sweaty.
alley. Yeah.
Rudy. Go in there.
Rudy, go in there.
Rudy.
I'm gonna roll just a secret roll for myself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I mean,
As you open the door and
Yeah.
step in, I'll say that the room here is a stark contrast to the one before.
Right.
It's
Right.
squarish. It's well lit.
Yeah.
There's a table off to the side. Ahead and to the side are barred cells. The tall, wide mechanical form straightens as you open the door and turns to face you.
Well, now that squeaky guy's gonna die.
I
Why'd
go,
you tell him to go
Uh,
inside?
The squeaky
I
guy.
prefer,
I'm not learning your names.
I prefer Sandy, honestly.
It's not-
Parlez-vous français?
What?
it does start to try to talk to you.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
In a grumbling, mechanical, grinding
Oh,
voice.
your language.
Scout and scout.
It wants to know your purpose. What's your purpose?
Well, to run a bar, to make
Oh,
it.
Lord.
I find that I go. He goes through a little bit of his life story, but then he goes, but currently right now, we're trying to we're just here to make certain that a deal goes through that I have with another guy, where he's trying to tell us to come in here, and there's something suspicious going on.
I would love a die roll.
Nightmare.
I would love a die roll here.
Yeah.
What do you think makes sense for what you are trying?
What I'm presenting.
Yeah. Are you? Here's a way to look at
Well,
it. Are you weaving a crafty tale with books? Are you talking a mile a minute with books or boots? Are you?
Everything becomes books.
Yeah. No,
Crafty
it's
tales.
No, I think it's because it's not lying. I think I would almost say like I'm just being very truthful. I mean, he's the first. He talked to us first, so I'm like I feel like as an innkeeper, I try to keep everything.
man of the people kind of
Yeah,
thing.
the scowl keeps people away, but he's very lonely.
I am fascinated by using a boots roll for
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you seem
I
to
like
be
that.
like, going a mile a minute and
Yeah.
spinning a whole tale, trying to condense. You're meeting somebody at a party and you're condensing way too much information into way too short. a time.
They asked me the question, like, what do you do for a
Yeah.
living? And I say, well, it's very complicated.
Yeah. So give me that.
That's a 9, so that does not.
9, great. Right.
Boots.
Okay, for the cells. And he's going to reach over and grab you.
Cool.
He's gonna try. He's
gonna try and grab you. Could you make me let's make a boots again, because this is a dodge out of the way sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go that way, because I want to sneak in here while he's
They
got
can
you.
both talk.
I wouldn't. He's a little delicate. He's a
Oh,
little-
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, yeah. I just mean like he's just heavy.
Oh, well, this guy's made enough.
So that is a crown.
Crown.
Lord, yes,
Yes, but okay. I'm gonna say he tries to grab you.
Yeah.
Doesn't get a good firm grip on you, but does crush you a little bit. So you're gonna lose 2 hearts.
Got it.
But he doesn't grab you and slam you into a cell. That does make him quite angry. So I think we will shift over to an encounter, combat, sort of aggressive encounter right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise the darkness
Yeah.
as your resistance is not being met well. It makes a crumbling, roaring noise. No, you for sale.
No, I'm not for sale. I'm a person.
This person that we see in the other cell over
Yeah,
there,
cowering in the corner. Yeah.
cowering. Great, that answers my question.
Yep.
Please, not gonna help.
Please get me out of here.
Yeah.
My cousin will pay you greatly.
Oh, well, now in
this
that
guy.
Yeah, just because you didn't want to take the
Yeah,
other part,
right,
didn't mean
right.
the cousin wasn't still here.
I'll tell you this: the Oathsworn paid more, so I don't know.
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So party moments. Who would like a moment?
Well, while this little thing is happening, I think I will once again quietly just sort of make my way across the wall, maybe under the table if I need to just get into the back corner of the room and sort of have a look around, see if I can find a way to open the cells, although I guess he's about to open this one. Like, is it a key thing? Is it another lever situation?
This is a very brightly lit room.
Right.
He's a very large dude. I would like you to spend a star
Sure.
on that. Spend a star on quiet, and
Yeah,
you
that makes
can
sense.
ghost through, always moving when it's turned just slightly out of the way, sliding through to the other side. These gates are irritating in a way. Not the physical models. Physical models are awesome. Narratively, they don't have any key or lock. They're just wicked heavy.
Oh, well, that's not a thing I'm going to help you with.
This is the equivalent of security through obfuscation, right? You just have a really strong jailer who can open the gates.
Uh-huh.
They're not locked at all. All right, I think you're over there. You are safe from his attention. That's
Great.
the agreement with the star spend there, and you have knowledge about the gates that is not to your liking. This side of the table, what do you got?
I want to approach the Incredible Sulk, and I want to try to, reroute him to either just stop picking up and throwing down people, or if possible, if I roll high enough, it would be really nice. Or treasure, if I could just make him lift the gate for the other cell.
How
Mm.
what do you think your method of succeeding at that is gonna, like, how are you doing?
I have like the bullet kind of
Okay.
stashes.
Yeah.
I have that, but just like a ton of tiny screwdrivers
Okay.
as a toy maker.
Perfect.
And then I also have my goggles that I bring down.
Yeah.
Oh, are you mean you're gonna be like
Yeah.
doing
Working
work
on him. Oh, I love that.
Sneak in, Frankenstein.
cross some wires?
Yeah. Dot some T's, cross.
So here's the
It's my
interesting
favorite
thing.
toy makers.
When I wrote this module, I was like, it's going to be a lot of constructs. And then when I asked for a pre-gen from the designer Mazes, I said, make me some pre-gens. Make one of them gear-wise. Because you have unique advantages in
Yeah.
this.
Ah.
You're fragile, it's your paragon. But you have a very strong ability here called gear-wise. Which you should use to ruin my day every chance you get. We're going to start with this.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
So, I think there's 3 things going on. One is a drive to open a gate. One is a drive to not put the thing that belongs in the cell in the cell. And I think the third is probably to not then be aggressive to the rest of the group. So if we think about through those 3 challenges, you could spend the next 3 moments working on each one of those. So you could do it like with die rolls.
Okay.
You could do attack this aspect, this aspect, this aspect. Or if you want to start spending stars, I'll let you do do either one for free or roll for 2 of them.
Ooh.
So those are the options I'm going to give you.
I think I'll
As
start-
you come over, you just see like plans in your head. You see all of the things you could probably do and how fast you could do them. So I think those are the options.
I'm gonna start with getting rid of the aggression
Okay.
kind of thing.
Sure.
Like I take my
Yeah.
therapy chip and I
Yeah.
lodge
Yeah.
it in,
Yeah. Yeah.
most vulnerable point.
It's just a copper piece that you jam in real far.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to spend a star in Gearwise and just make it so, or do you want to roll for Gearwise and risk failure?
I'll do. Oh, rolls are more interesting, right? I mean, I have a lot of stars.
You do have a lot of stars. I have no preference either way. This is all up to what you want to do.
For this time, I'll just spend a star.
Okay. You're gonna spend a star in Gearwise. Roll in. This thing is starting to huff and puff.
Yeah.
And you can see like plates like building out and starting to get larger, and you can see muscles. Eyes are starting to glow more as you are refusing to get in the cell, because that's where you belong, in the cell. And then your companion, your strange little toy maker companion, slides through. What does it look like as you access this, like a panel on the side of this thing's leg, and start to do stuff to it?
I spit on the copper and I shine it off because it's been in my pouch for so long. And then I'm just.
That's part of it.
I mean, it's a connector, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like searching for the points, and I'm just admiring, all the mechanics of it, and thinking about what I'm going to do with the body after it no longer wants to attack. But
Yeah.
no, I
And then
slap it in the back.
Jam it in.
Yeah.
So just as this thing starts to really gear up to slam you, you see it. The eyes kind of shift over to a calmer blue, and it kind of deflates just a little bit. It is no longer aggressive, but now you can feel that it's kind of like trying to do a come along this way, like the security guard that is not allowed to hurt you but needs to get you off.
Yeah.
Sulk made through his emotional.
So you still have those other options that you can
Right.
tackle next moment. What would you like to do? What would you like to do?
Yeah, buddy, I'd love to get in that cell. One thing though, I gotta be in that cell. And
yeah.
That's,
Oh, in this cell? Yeah,
that's the one
yeah.
for me. So if you could just get me in that one, I'll go quietly.
Oh, I see. Excellent. Well, this one is putting up a.
Makes it much easier.
It's tricky. It's tricky because that cell has someone in it already. But it's not very intelligent. Make me a. You're lucky.
Yes, I am.
It agrees.
Ha!
You
Yay.
have to remember, we have to remember. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things when I have a question of like, I wonder which way this should go. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
answer.
There it is.
Yeah.
If you could lift the gate. Now the big guy is not as lucky, so let's get a chaos roll for him. As soon as that gate lifts and the creature's starting to throw you in, pig guy is making a run for it.
Yeah.
He's gonna see if he can dodge the fellow. You know what? No, I'm gonna spend a darkness.
Ooh.
I gotta remember, I've gotta spend these things.
Yeah.
It runs out and it grabs him up, throws you in there gently,
Very gently.
and grabs this guy up. Not so fast. And he's gonna take him over to the other one. All right.
Does the gate close?
Yeah.
So
it's
then
starting to close back
I
down.
would like to use straight up and
Oh,
just
yeah.
put the
Magic
tip
weapon.
of the maul
Yep.
underneath
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And how about Gus?
I think I made that was.
Oh, you did that. Then we're back to here. All right, then it's going to have a moment since it's not doing anything aggressive. I think it is going to open up this one. No, please.
Poor
no.
Piggy. He
I
really thought he was getting out.
I tried, Pigman.
And he's gonna. I think that's about all he
I'll
gets. I think he gets. Here's what it is. He's got him in there.
Mhm.
He's holding this up.
Yeah.
Great.
That is the situation.
Are we back to us?
And then now, party moment.
Okay, so can I, and I am happy to roll or spend a star, because I'm also fast,
Oh yeah.
to
Oh,
split
yeah.
between him, grab this guy, and yank him out of the
100%.
cell before
100%.
it closes.
100%.
Nice.
Yeah. Just sort of toss
Then
him
that's
this way.
gonna close.
Yeah. Spend a star?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, if you spend a star. So the way star spends work in mazes is you propose a star spend. If I agree to it, it happens. That's your resource spend. You
Great.
don't have to roll a die.
Nice.
If I am then we can negotiate what
Okay.
it might mean.
Cool.
But usually it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've given everybody here some examples of how to
Yeah.
think about their stars. And I'll also say that for the D10 and somewhat the D8, you have fewer stars. So especially for the D10, when you spend your 1 star, I make a big deal out of it.
That's why I've been told. I have hearts as a bigger resource,
Yep.
so it's been much
Yeah.
easier
Exactly,
to rely on
exactly.
that.
And when you're out of or want to refresh your hearts and your stars, you can do that by taking a moment and recovering your hearts and your stars to its full value, and then taking one of the 3 conditions:
Yeah.
stress, tired,
Right.
or hurt, which come with some disadvantages.
Oh, we get to pick which one.
You get to pick which
Oh,
one.
nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so you pick the one that's going to impact you the least
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning.
Sure.
So this is still a bit of a going concern. Toymaker, what are you thinking right now?
I'm still pretty good on my star and heart amounts,
Mhm.
but I'm not really.
It's failing on my part.
I'm winning, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
So Pig Guy's out now.
Pig guy's out.
I kind of want to talk to Pig Guy. Just be like, you're the guy whose cousin's charging my house
Oh.
five more dollars in Malibu Barbie's place. And have you seen that guy? She has a pool.
I have so many questions.
So
He
you've
is,
foregone the whole.
I don't care. I'm yelling.
he's absolutely cowed. Please just get me out of here. I'll put in a good word with my cousin. He's a very important person. He owns a lot of land, and that makes him important.
I lean over and
Yeah, that's
do this.
I agree. It's a real spicy situation we're in here. That's what that means, right?
no, that's when you turn it over.
Yeah.
This way it's funny. This way it's spicy.
Okay, yeah, no,
Oh,
I don't have any coin on me, but my cousin will gladly give you a reward. I'm sure. I'm his favorite cousin.
I'm eyeing a pig. Listen, I'm a local poacher. There's not a ton of wildlife for me to poach here. So
Just very excited.
I'm gonna ignore him now because he doesn't have any
Yeah,
tools,
right.
any copper. I want to
Get
go
me
back.
before they drag me away, like they dragged some other guy, kicking and
Oh.
screaming.
Some other.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't just me in here. There was somebody in the other cell too. What is everybody else doing right now? Because this dude is getting this guy understands that Pig
He's-
Boy
yeah,
is in the
has
wrong
escaped.
page.
He's quite large here in this representation. Is he so large that he does not look like he will fit through this door we came in, or was he built in here?
No,
He can duck through. Okay. All right. I guess
I did have a similar thought. But...
Can you? What's your name, Bobby? Bobby, can you get him in the cell? And then we can. I mean, I know he can lift it, but then we can go and.
Well, you still had other.
It's okay. I'll see what I can do.
All right.
I did bring a joystick with me.
I'm
Turns out.
not surprised.
So I might use another star
Yeah.
and take the yellow, white, and red cords that I have, and then find the belly button plug-in
Yeah.
Yeah.
for that adapter.
Actually, 3 plugs right along
Oh,
the back.
even
is
better.
fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we love a
Sure,
construct.
sure.
Yeah.
So then I'll just, duck around,
Plug and play. Use me.
go through the antenna.
All right. And you're gonna try. So you're taking we'll do a star. So here's what I'll say is that this little device you have, it will work on this construct, but now that you've used it on this construct, you won't be able to use it on any other. So,
Okay.
clever idea that you get to do once.
And my one, it's like the SpongeBob joystick where it
Yeah.
only plays SpongeBob.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have any
Specific.
we don't have any spellcasters in the party today, but in the same sort of vein, what I do with spellcasters is that they come up with a spell idea. I typically say, okay, great, now come up with a new one. Like, keep coming up with new stuff. So that they're not just being like, I just cast the fireball. Okay, next room, the fireball. Okay, yeah, you slip by. This guy's walking over towards the little pig cousin. And you
Here, I'll
set this
protect
up,
the
you
pig.
like associate it with this guy, and suddenly it's a full-on QWOP situation. You've just got this this construct that is having a very hard time controlling its own limbs. What do you want to do with this thing?
I'll lead him into that cell as well, but he'll need to
Okay, yeah, it takes you.
Well, this one is still open from the.
Well, the hammer's holding it there.
Yeah, I'm just holding it from closing all the
So
way.
what would you like? So you're there now. Do you want to slide back out and?
Yeah,
What do you
I'm gonna get out of there. And I truthfully, this group's priorities are getting a little muddled. I think I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
I feel like this is over.
Okay.
The adventure has cleared the room. We're done. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm
I
just
agree.
I love that. I think that's very funny.
I was asked to enter this room. I got my shit rocked, and then I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna leave the room. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's very funny.
As the party moves out of this room, the pig man says, "Okay, I thank you,
Oh my God.
everybody. Thank you so much for rescuing me. I'm gonna go tell my cousin how great
Yeah,
you
just
all
wait,
are."
hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, what? No, I can't. I don't want to stay in here.
There's like a really big thing right there.
There's a really big thing coming right behind you. I assume you're driving this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you were doing that, I was like, we got it.
Ratatouille.
Yeah. So many references.
right.
However, I think you have gotten on to what I almost
Yeah.
Okay, but now but here's the problem is Gus wants that pig.
yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna stop him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another secret roll here.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. I go. No, wait. There's a trap there. You gotta wait. Here, give us the pig, and then we'll make sure that.
just the spectrum of emotions. Gus is at first like, damn it, man, I was about to get. Yeah, let me hold this.
All right.
Yeah.
If you give us the pig, we'll help you across, because then we just want to make sure.
Oh
that,
yeah, the pig will set it off.
Yeah, the pig
Yeah,
will.
the pig-
Okay,
Too much
okay.
food.
Yeah,
Too much
it's
food.
a pig
Okay.
trap
Yeah.
specifically.
All right.
It's actually impressive that you didn't see it on your way in.
It hit me upside the head. I just
There you
held
go.
on to my little pig and
There
I
you
was
go.
unconscious for
That's
the most
why.
part. All right, hands you the pig. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go.
And then
Wait, and then you're gonna throw me the pig.
Yeah, well, no, we're gonna make sure the pig gets safe. Again, we can't take the pig across here.
It's a
We
magical
gotta go. We
pig
gotta go a
area.
different route.
Are we
Alright.
about to let this guy die?
No.
We'll pull the lever
I
for
pulled,
him.
yeah, Paul. I
Oh,
pulled.
do pull the lever.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was being nice. I wasn't gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Rudy's
very-
being nice
All
about
right, you
it.
pull the lever.
I
It's like-
really can't get a read on this crew.
Honestly, I can't either.
My distinction on it is like, but again, it's a pig trap, so we have to go a different route to get
We'll
the pig
bring
out
you
of
the
here.
pig later.
Okay,
So
great.
you go talk to your cousin, and then we'll bring
Okay,
the pig.
sure thing. Will do. Opens the door, steps through.
Oh right.
Oh, I
fire.
did forget about
You know
the
what?
fire.
We got one though. We did one.
This is great. You know, we don't have to worry about returning the pig now because I wasn't gonna.
And yet, it still smells like bacon.
Spent a lot of time with that pig.
All right. So the party finds itself out here again.
With our friend.
with this golem.
With our buddy.
Oh, roll a die for effect for me. So before you roll, this is sometimes I want to know how long an effect might last or how effective it might be. So higher's better.
Great.
Fair amount of time. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So this is going to work for a little while.
So he can help us lift this, right? Like, whatever.
Oh yeah, sure. Here, how
All I meant was like trying to move forward, trying to get to the next area. Like he can at least help us push that up.
Yeah.
It's still stuck up a little. Okay, sure.
And then that way. So let me tell you about some more cool Dwarven Forge pieces.
Yeah.
So there's a beautiful
Cool dwarf
piece.
forge piece.
So-
We're gonna have to run into a trap.
These pieces here, this is 8501, pretty classic vaulted wall.
Yeah.
But some of the pieces are a little different. 502, they got magnets.
Yeah.
So as he pulls that open,
Whoa.
a crossbow trap
Oh.
fires. I would like
Oh,
boots saves with disadvantage from the two folks back here.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry if I moved that too fast, everybody.
Yeah. I
Take
got
the
a
5.
two.
Did
So
you
that
roll with
boots,
disadvantage?
I-
Nine.
Oh, 4 and
And
5.
a
You
two.
They both
they
succeed,
passed.
right?
So
Yeah.
2 and
so
a 2.
you're a shot in the back for,
Yep.
I believe, 2 hearts of damage.
Oh,
Oh no.
okay.
Yeah, jagged arrow trap 2.
Well, you know
What's
what? I
your
went to
low?
both rooms.
It's also got a nasty little edge on it called bleeder,
Uh-oh.
which means it leaves a nasty wound that is bleeding, and if you don't do something about it, you're going to continue to lose hearts.
Yeah, I need to.
Can
I'm
we-
on 1 heart.
Can
Yeah.
we bandage? Can we like take some take a treasure and do some like solvent or not solvent?
Sure. So the one thing that does not exist in mazes is rapid healing. However, spending a treasure to cancel an edge in a narrative way absolutely works. So
Okay, great.
you know, a bandage to stop this thing from bleeding. It's not healing you, but it's canceling the bleeding edge. So you do not bleed out.
And then, do you want to?
I'm still gonna have to
You're at 1.
Yeah.
If you want
I'm
to,
down to 1 and
how many
2.
stars? You got 2 stars. So you might
Yeah.
want to take a condition.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
so you just take a moment.
Great.
So if you're not in a combat situation or you know an urgent situation where there's a clock ticking, you could just take a moment. I'm taking a moment. I'm
Okay.
regaining my hearts and my stars and taking a condition.
And I still have to choose one of these.
You choose
Okay.
one, yeah. I would. Well, you're a paragon.
Probably blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurt is a very challenging one to take. So I typically tell people to avoid hurt if they can until
Oh,
they have
no.
to. But a paragon's a little different.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hurt.
It feels like that's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
the
the
point.
one for you.
shot in the back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I say that the arrows went through my coat and I now have holes that like light peers through, and I
sure.
look cool in them.
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to avoid that trap at a disadvantage. So yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Beyond this chamber. Also, I should say, how are we doing on time vis-a-vis break?
It's now would be a fairly.
This is
Yeah.
actually narratively, this is a great spot to take a break. So
Great.
we're gonna take a short break. I believe Chris is gonna run some giveaways. I know from the 9th level mazes end of things, we have some giveaways of the digital version of the book and a digital subscription to the year 3 module. So I I publish a module every month for mazes.
Whoa.
And I've been doing it for 2.5 years. We're in year 3 right now. And so that subscription is all through Drive-Thru RPG. And the giveaway is going to be for a book and a year 3 sub.
Cool.
Wow.
So yeah, we'll take a break here for a bit. Thank you everybody. First half of the adventure's been going pretty well. Yeah, we have as much
The one
closure as we
thing,
started.
the one thing I want to say before we go on break is, if you want a chance to win any of these giveaways, the giveaway word is bacon.
Yes.
So type bacon in chat for a chance to win.
Yes.
All right. Welcome
Hey.
back, everybody.
Hey everybody, we're gonna roll those giveaways from before the break right away, then we'll get back into the game. So gonna roll twice. We're gonna give away 2. It's the digital book as well as the.
It's a bundle of the digital hardcover book and a subscription to the year 3 module set.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna do 2 of those right now, and then we're gonna do another one and a Dwarven Forge gift card at the end of the game.
So that's 12 modules. 4 of them are out already, and it goes all the way through August.
All right, rolling these. Flight of Wyverns and Grandpappy 77.
Great.
All
Happy.
All right, I'm gonna whisper you guys to get your information for that, and we'll get back into the game.
Cool. Okay, so when last we met, before the commercial break, the party had collected the jailer and currently has the jailer on joystick tethers. They got shot in the back, and we've resolved that. And you still are not closer to discovering who's behind all of this mechanical hooliganism. Although you do know that the individual who fled poorly from the dungeon implied that someone had been dragged deeper into its chambers. To what fate you do not know. You have opened a secret door leading into the Chamber of the Will. The chamber ahead is cold, humid, and cavernous. A thin walkway of stone leads over a cistern of dark water towards a short stair up to a strange, elevated circle of glowing stones. The sound of every drip into the water echoes loudly. You can hear distant voices coming from a bright chamber through an open stone archway opposite the glowing circle. So this is not a sealed entrance.
Got it.
And there is light and sound coming from here. How do you wish to proceed?
So
I'm sorry,
Oh,
one last thing. The darkness is at 4. The treasure is at 4.
Oh yeah.
okay. So I kind of want to walk up to like this center here. Yeah, that's obviously a trap. and I would like to walk over into this room.
Okay.
All right.
I
Let's
will
see.
be right behind, just in
love it.
case.
This is great.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'm not. I mean, it might be a trap, but it might also have something fun on it. I'm gonna stand here indecisive.
I kind of want to search if it's a trap, so I take my behemoth as well.
By search, do you mean run him over there and
Yeah.
see if it's
Well, we'll see how the roll goes.
So it's a little
Very
tricky because
particular
the
sort of
bridge is pretty
searching.
narrow, but it seems to have some muscle memory.
And it's one of those awful
Yeah,
platformers where you
I
gotta.
practice quapping in my free time.
Oh, there you go.
Ah.
I'm hitting the Q's and the O's
Yep.
at the same time.
What's the one with the hammer that you have to?
Oh, that's
Oh,
I can't remember.
I know what you're talking
never,
about, though.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Always going up.
I
or
did
something.
I did
Yeah.
very
something
poorly
like
at that one. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. One,
How fun.
I'm raising the darkness because you're splitting the party in that you are splitting my narrative attention.
Sure.
That's fair.
That's
That's
fair
enough to
Yeah.
me.
Here, in
Um,
that case.
I'm fine with it. More darkness, good darkness. In the well-lit chamber, you see a robed figure. So this is a wide, high-ceilinged hall with a throne on one end and an archway leading towards a long chamber filled with an ominous and hazy green glow. The wall next to the throne is covered in glyphs and decorated with 2 intricately carved statues of mechanical giants.
Cool.
A dimly glowing rune is set on the wall between the 2 carvings, right there. And a robed figure next to a throne looks up at your entrance and greets you with a warm welcome. It had been talking to itself. You come in and it says, hello. Meanwhile, over here,
Explosion. Spikes.
there is so it's definitely a magical divinatory circle of some kind. I don't think any of you are terribly well versed in the arcane arts, but you recognize a magical circle when you see one. It's glowing, and the water nearby is dark and ominous. So I will then say, whoever wants a moment to talk about what they want to do, let me know.
Go with me here for a minute. I don't know what it does. Do you know what it does?
Sulk. You know anything about that thing up there with the thing?
No.
Pig? You know anything about that thing up there with the
Oh, you do have the pig on you? Or
That's right.
wait,
That's right. I
that's
didn't
right.
say it when we were on screen. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the pig
Fate's
back in
wheel.
here.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the pig back here because
Yes, and it'll
he's
sit
with a
room.
poacher. We know what's gonna happen. We don't need to talk about
That
it.
room
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
filthy mess. The pig is super happy.
Absolutely, just loving his last.
The Incredible Sulk does not know what
Okay.
the circle is for.
I'm sure it's
It
fine.
it points it points in the other direction. You get the sense that it usually goes that way. Points through here.
I mean,
Well, you got new programming now.
And it grumbles the word carry.
oh, okay. So he takes things that way. I can't resist a nice fit, and it really looks. I mean, out of game, it just looks like his face would fit so nicely standing in the middle of that magic circle.
And all
But-
we know, Carrie, could be another wife. You don't know.
It's true, Gary.
So I'm gonna Incredible Sulk, not with me on the person,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have him go up on the platform.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
You want him to go up in here?
Yeah, platformer
Heck
game
yeah.
now.
Yeah, right. It really is like.
I'm gonna spend a dark.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
This is a thought I had earlier today. So, as a consequence of needing to have the what I call the villain piece, the hero piece of the build, which is the acid vat, up a bit. It needs to be on a little plinth thing. The thing that comes with the plinth thing is the blade of Vigorot. So I thought, interesting. If it's not a very magically inclined party, I think this will just be an illusion.
Heck yeah.
And what it'll actually be
Sorry, Sulk.
is a big blade of Vigorot.
You know what you can do?
Oh, yeah.
Is that you can still just take.
Oh, good, pop that out. Put it on.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's
right.
modular.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Wow.
Look at. Oh, sorry, Sulk.
So the Sulk climbs up there, and then you see it go, and it starts to shrink. And it is very quickly grounded to lunch meat, which drops into the water below, chumming all of this.
I'm sure that's fine.
As the illusion of the magic pool fades away, and you see in its place a whirling bladed garbage disposal of a
I'm not even there
wheel.
today. I told you so right now.
Don't tell.
To be frank, it kind of smells like one of Rudy's drinks.
If Leland asks, Sulk just fell over
Yeah.
into the.
He was
fine.
clumsy.
He was clumsy.
Disintegrated.
Speaking of Leland.
Yeah. Leland and Rudy. There is a cloaked figure behind this
Beautiful
table
cloak.
who is greeted you in. Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
all right. Nice
Shake
to
your
meet you,
hand, shake your
Leland.
hand.
This is a guy that I met,
Yeah.
and
I'm meant to.
Yeah.
I'm meant to Braxis Frang.
Ah.
This is my thinking chamber. Well, this is one of my thinking chambers.
Ah,
I
yeah.
think of things in this chamber. So I guess it would be a thinking chamber.
that's very good. Are you gonna keep talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
So-
I was just contemplating the metallosity of the recent hauls that have been brought in.
Metallosity.
yeah.
It's a good album.
What exactly is this place? Not your thinking room or whatever. That's I got the gist of that. But the whole you want to tell me the plot of this place?
Now listen, when I ask for a lord,
I'm actually quite glad you asked because while I had been considering metallosity and viscosity and all sorts of other osities, there has been a terrible problem that has arisen, and it is vexing me, it is taxing me, and it is threatening me, and it lives. And he points through this chamber. He lives in that room, and I will gladly give you assistance if you would like to confront this terrible, terrible thing.
All right. I kill this thing
Oh,
for you.
it's a gorgon.
Okay. Oh gosh.
She's like a metal bull.
No, I
breathes
see
acid.
that gorgon.
Yeah,
is it mythological?
Oh, it breathes acid.
So I kill the gorgon for you.
Oh, that would be very impressive.
I haven't promised you yet.
Hypothetical.
If I do that, then what happens? You then what?
Well, I go back to just my regular experiments where I don't have to worry about anything trying to eat me or crawl into my skin or in through my ears or anything like that.
Your kind of experiments are like nice, cool experiments, or like,
Oh,
well, I
well.
want to take over the world experiments.
Oh, no. The world's too big for that. No, I would like to build my little mechanical people.
Mechanical people.
Yes.
When you say little, how little?
Oh. See how long she is? He kind of lifts an arm. All different sizes, really. I can show you.
Squeaks, you want to see the little people?
I could, yeah, I like little people.
So, if you want to see them, you just go into that chamber, confront the Gorgon, and rescue me from its vile temper.
You said you could help.
I can. I will send in reinforcements right behind you.
Could they be right in front of us?
No, they have to come in right behind you.
What if they were the enforcement and then we were the
No. See, how this works is you go in and confront the Gorgon.
Yes.
And then my reinforcements come in right behind you.
Well, I don't know if you know what. What if they just stayed put? What if we took care of it all by ourselves?
Oh, that wouldn't be very hospitable of me, but if you could certainly
I
try.
don't understand that at all.
There's just a certain tone that reinforcements is being said in that I don't necessarily agree with. I don't appreciate.
We'll take the reinforcement.
Oh, fantastic!
All right,
Let's smash her cut out to the
Yeah,
grind.
yeah, it feels like at this point we've been like, okay, so the story is he wobbled, he fell.
I lost control. My hand slipped.
Exactly. Nothing about the
Found
trap.
No trap.
No trap.
Still magical sticks and rocks.
Both of you make books rolls, please. Do any of you have any edges that would imply some sort of awareness or sharp eyesight or anything like that? Okay. Sense of
Oh, but I got
smell.
a 2.
A 2 is great.
I got a key.
A key is good. I would say a key is probably important. Noticing little details, very
sure.
important for a toy maker.
That's
Sure.
key.
So while the water has been thoroughly chummed with parts and bits, there might have been a little bit of flesh in there. I don't know.
Sure.
You start to see little black tendrils creeping up from just breaking the surface of the water here and there, questing around.
Feels like a good time to rejoin the other two, right?
I heard something about metal.
Yeah. Something about reinforcement.
So in this case, I'm not going to raise the darkness because I don't think avoiding a hazard like that counts as ignoring danger. I think persisting in the face of that would be ignoring danger.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly right. Exactly right.
Moving well away from the questing kraken tentacles, a good idea.
You know what? No, it's fine. Stop me right in my tracks. Can I though? If we're catching them right at the end of this debate,
Reinforcements,
yeah,
right
exactly.
behind you.
if I think I hear what you hear in reinforcements. So I think maybe I don't know where I can't see. I think maybe the two of us sort of tuck ourselves right under the archway here, and just sort of listen from here. Because I don't know. I don't think I like the way he said reinforcements. I don't know what's happening, but maybe they'll be the enforcements, and then the reinforcements, and then we'll reinforce the reinforcements.
I don't even trust our own party.
That alone is strange.
I'm okay staying here until, tendrils, whatever.
All right, you keep one eye in there. I'll keep one eye on the
Okay.
tendrils. We'll move when we gotta.
Okay. So.
Well, now you've added
Well,
things.
because you decided. So you're standing there.
You're
so I was
right,
like, all right,
you're
let's
right.
just make.
Nuts!
Yep. All right.
I think we gotta get moving.
All right. Here we go. It was a nice plan, and then we saw the tendrils.
I
promise. Bye, Soul.
thank you.
The only mini I didn't bring was for the soot gremlins because I forgot about that.
All right. So we we had a nice plan, but then those tendrils.
It's a good plan, but 5 feet further forward is better than 5 feet further back.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. Yeah, right behind you.
So you got anything else besides your reinforcements that could help us? You got, I don't know, there's like a key to the room, or like, is there some sort of bomb that's gonna go off and you happen to have the switch that turns it off? I just feel like if I don't ask these questions now, I'm gonna get there and there's gonna be
You
something.
really have lived a long life. haven't
Yeah.
you? You've certainly gone through your
You
share.
sound just like my sixth wife.
I just walked myself into something very funny.
Added 3 more.
I was gonna give you a chance that he might be lucid enough to tell you something interesting, and I was like, oh, I'll give them a chance. And then I remembered, you're lucky.
I'm lucky.
Yeah.
You catch Mentabraxis in a moment of strange lucidity, and you see a bit of madness fade from his eyes for just a moment, and it's replaced with absolute fear. And he says, I have all sorts of plans and information. And he kind of does this with his head a little bit, kind of indicating this wall. And then it might help you more than reinforcements, which will be right behind you. And then the
Okay.
madness is back.
All right.
Right. So I will gladly send you through against the Gorgon, the acid-breathing Gorgon, and then I will put the reinforcements right behind you.
Can I spend a treasure and I take out a bottle of Xanax and I
Love some fantasy.
you need these more than I do, I think.
Oh, that's very interesting. For reasons I cannot explain, I'm going to refuse the treasure stone.
Oh,
Because for reasons I do not want to reveal, it would do nothing and I don't feel like penalizing you for something.
Oh, thank you.
For
All right.
reasons I
Okay.
cannot explain. I
Okay.
cannot take candy from a stranger.
That's exactly the reason.
All right.
I walk up to the. I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the rune as you're still kind of drawing
Yeah.
his attention a little bit, and I would love to investigate in some
Yeah.
fashion this a thing that we've been indicated that could be helpful for us.
Yeah, why don't you make me a books roll?
Oh, goody.
I
You
believe
never
in
know,
you.
it can come through.
I believe in you. I believe in that's
Gotta be in the
Hey, we got a key.
Hey, a key.
I don't think
thing
it's
for you.
I don't know if it's a thing for me. That's what I'm
the
trying to say.
innkeeper. I think as an innkeeper, I think you just recognize trouble. Yeah, there's nothing about
Streetwise,
nothing
I'm
about the.
streetwise,
You're streetwise.
Travel
And
and
travel.
streetwise.
Travel and
It's like,
streetwise. Okay, so I think what you notice is this is definitely a secret door.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the rune might activate it. You're not sure how to activate the secret door. You
Yeah.
recognize that there is a secret door there.
Yeah.
I think that's about the limit of your
would say
discovery
so.
there. The thing that was hidden is revealed to you. What's going on? You just lost your toy I took away from you in a very funny way, but I did take it away from you, so.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
You gotta share. Sharing's
Yeah.
caring, whatever. Well, if this is a secret door, I could either set a trap over here if there is a Gorgon, or I might
Definitely a goblin.
yeah, reinforcements and breathing acid. Yeah, got it. I think I'm gonna go into this room.
Can we? She said like it's a rune. It's a sigil on the door.
There's a sigil on the door.
Can we?
It's glowing right now.
Can we spend a treasure to have a sigil to English dictionary? Since none of us are magically
Yeah.
inclined.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, this is
My
actually
favorite thing.
so. Yeah, so what this would be a hedge wizard, a local hedge wizard who contributed to your funds of like, oh, you're gonna go handle this thing. Hey,
Oh, I like that. There you go.
here's I can't go with you. I can't go with you. I don't
Right.
I'm not
I
going
wanna.
into there. But I'll give you a little scroll of some useful bits. Helpful imagery that if you run into other sort of things, it'll let you know.
No.
It's essentially it's some kind of activation. It's activation rune. You're looking at this thing. You're like, okay, it activates. It turns on something. It powers something. So
Could be the door. Could not.
if it's yeah,
Alright,
what you
alright.
get. What you get is that. Oh, you spent a treasure on it. I'll say, this rune activates the reinforcements. Most likely.
Ah.
It might also open secret door.
Right.
Is the miniature dungeon on his desk at all?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what
Oh,
are you-
That's what that is.
Yeah,
God.
I think
Is
it's
it his
sort of-
mind palace?
It does resemble the layout of what you've already got.
Okay, I'm gonna
Cute.
go peek over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if there's anything I can pick up from
From looking
the
in the
map.
little
Yeah.
map.
Wait, this
Yeah.
one's-
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's see. I think what you find is that definitely the secret doors that you've already found. Trap you've already hit. Like you found a lot of the
Yeah, we did. One way
there
or another.
is a secret door that you are just learning about now. There's also a secret door in the next chamber on one corner. This one is supposed to be a secret door.
Got it.
Ah, cool.
I don't know if in my haste to do it, I
No,
put
it's
that
easy.
one on
It
there.
is.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh, great.
Additionally, from that map, the acid pit is deeper than it appears. And there is a figure. He's got a little figure of himself.
Oh,
There's
boy.
another figure similar to it in the office over
Okay.
there.
Oh.
Huh. Is there a figure of a Gorgon?
Yeah. He's got it tucked away under a little piece of cloth, hidden away under
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's all acid. Mushrooms, I know. Mushrooms, I get. Acid, that's a whole nother place.
So that one's the reinforcements. So this one, I'm gonna hit it with the maul.
You're striking
Because I was
The
about to-
other rune.
the okay.
I think there's only.
There's
Oh.
one room.
Yeah, there's
There's
just
one
Oh,
room.
I
one, which is why we're
misunderstood.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
never
either
mind.
doing one or the other thing. I think is.
Or potentially both.
Potentially both.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Because I was thinking the same thing was like trying to mess with the rune
Yeah.
somehow and making it like unusable or just doing it now or something. But
Yeah. So as I was saying, metallosity.
Hmm.
And
God,
really-
somebody hit the rune.
All right.
back to rune.
Yeah.
I think two things happen. I think the rune powers down, like this slides back,
Oh, that's cool.
and I think these guys step out.
Yeah.
So, this is probably one of my absolute most favorite pieces in all of Dwarven Forge.
Oh yeah, that is
which
cool. I didn't
is
realize they were
The golem in a little set piece
so
here.
cool.
I
That's
love it.
cool.
I put them into all sorts of stuff. All of my home players recognize it, and they know what's going on when they see these things.
I can start putting them in and then not bring
I
them
have
out.
several.
Yeah.
I'm getting more in this campaign. I will make a whole dungeon that is nothing but these golems.
Yeah.
So the two things happen at once. The secret well opens into another chamber that looks, well, it's kind of homely lit. It's nice. It has a very comforting sort of vibe to it. And then these great colossal large golems step out of the walls towards you. Ah, the reinforcements are here, I see. I'm going to raise the darkness, and we're going to go into a combat situation. All right.
I figured.
That was my big reveal, so party moments.
I mean, I'm gonna again very quickly, fastly, see these things move in and be like, nope. And I will come in here and see
Yeah.
what this room
Go
has
for
in
it.
store for us.
Yeah, this room is interesting in that it has.
It has.
It looks like a personal workshop. The walls are covered in diagrams and plans. There's benches, half-finished models, and small tools along both walls. There's a large workbench dominating the far end, covered in papers, plans, inks, and writing tools. There's two odd pillars of ancient carved stone, splitting the room neatly into thirds, and the pillars are covered in strange carvings. These would be the riddle pillars. Yeah. So that's what you get running into there. What interests you the most, just off the top of the
I
cuff?
think the pillars,
The pillars.
because I've already got the book out looking at the sigil from
Yeah,
the door,
alright.
so I mean,
You're
even if
going
they're
o-
not the same, I'm
running
gonna
over the
examine
pillars.
them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
these are way more interesting than large stone golems. Rest of the party.
Way less scary.
What would you like to do?
Do these golems look like they're looking at us?
Yeah.
Ah,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over here.
Back away.
Through this archway. That's where the Gorgon is.
Yes, yes,
This
and I
one.
will send my reinforcements right behind you.
Okay. Shush. I would like to spend a treasure.
Okay.
Because I
So keep in mind, in a combat situation, you can spend the treasure to have
Right.
the thing.
to have the thing,
Yeah.
and then I have to use it in
later.
another moment.
Yeah, or somebody else uses it.
That's great. So then I would like to spend a treasure to have and pull out a it's like a really shiny iridescent ball that like looks like it's got light coming out of it and it's like fracting into like different colors on every which way you turn it. And it's a really popular toy for golems to play with when they're doing like for enrichment. And, that I picked up the last time, that I was in a situation with some golems, and I'm gonna have that. Is that
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I cannot wait.
I kind of want to set a trap
Okay.
I'm not quite sure if they're enemies yet, but if we're in combat, then I'm
They are
assuming-
definitely like, I think you know,
They're out
they
for
are
murder.
looking to smash
Okay.
heroes or whoever they can find.
Then I want to set a trap. I know you have the ball that you've already put out, so maybe I'll try to have the ball around like a rope that I have and string it up somewhere. And
So spending a star on gear wise allows you to set traps far faster than other people can normally do.
Oh,
What
cool.
do you want this trap to do?
Yoink them up,
Oh, yoink 'em up. Oh, it's a yoink 'em up trap. Okay.
hang them upside down.
And the ball being something to draw them in, but basically you're setting a golem-sized snare.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're spinning a star,
Mhm.
and you're pulling out your like gear, like hooks and rope to kind of throw up the ceiling and pull down, rig this thing as it will come towards you. Your fig was
Yeah, I'm the one
Okay.
looking at the toys.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Oh no. Okay. This is great. You are doing this. You have set a trap. It's probably good enough to capture one of them if it comes to you.
Okay, I want to do the closest to
Yeah, over here.
Can I shift myself southward?
This way.
Yeah, and I would love to even maybe be in the archway
Sure.
and have like just kind of like playing with the narrative space, being like grab on to the construct and like Mario Bowser, like Mario 64.
So this
the
would
construct.
definitely be the star spend.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
That's
You
what I was
would.
thinking,
This
like,
would be a
strong.
Herculean
Cool.
level feat of strength.
Right.
Cool.
And
The
then
D10. You're
sort
gonna
of-
Bowser toss the golem into the acid.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
thinking.
Heck yeah.
Oh
Dwarven Knight's indestructible.
Yeah.
Oh, the construction by the acid pit is not.
Oh yeah.
So I will spend a star.
Yeah, that is so.
That's awesome.
D10 star spend usually big. You don't have to roll.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
great, great.
sorry.
stars.
Yeah.
You
Just
do
big-
so successfully. Yeah, you grab this thing and you just muscles pop and you're
Just hear a
Throw
splash
this
from
thing
Myra.
through.
Who fell in the acid? Was it one of us?
oh no, we can't have that.
Oh, it sounds like no. All right.
No.
Oh no, this
All
is
those
just-
years
just-
throwing
just wrong, wrong,
eggs.
wrong. The Mentabraxis is going to breathe fire.
What?
You see his face moves and like a little panel moves aside in his mouth area. A little nozzle comes out and there's a jet of flame
Horrifying.
that shoots. I think the two of you, which would be this side of the table. And Mentabraxis is it's only 2 hearts damage. Make me a you don't take it right away. Make me a boots save. And if not, you take 2 hearts of damage and are burning.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that's Leland as well. Boots save, please. So you make
Oh,
a
I-
boot save.
yeah.
If you're lucky, so you have advantage.
yes.
Crown, which is I'm gonna say 2 hearts of damage, but you're not set on fire.
Great,
how
love
nice.
that. I'm never set on fire.
You're just lucky like that.
Yeah.
Yet another patch of.
So here's the fun thing. And then this guy. Okay, so this guy steps forward and is
Pile driving himself.
pulled up here.
Oh, the trap.
Roll me a die for effects. I want to see how effective it
Yeah.
is. Is it a 1?
Yeah.
It is a 1?
It's a key.
No, it's an effective roll.
Oh,
So
so it's a 1.
it's only going to be there for a moment,
Okay.
so for a bit. But for the moment, it is suspended upside down here. Okay, we'll just do that.
Oh, I have
That one is in acid. It is going to start to extract itself very slowly. Roll me a die for effect. I want to see how challenging it is going to be to get back into the scene.
It's a 6.
Yeah, that's pretty challenging. Forget about him for a little while. All right, party moments.
So, how long will it take this guy to drop down?
The ropes will probably break and he will fall pretty soon.
Pretty soon? Can I spend my last thought?
Sure.
I want to do something ridiculous.
Great. Oh, you're not burning. Yes.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
burning.
Go ahead. Yep.
So when he drops down,
Mhm.
I would like to go bowling. So I wanted to
Oh, with the orb.
with the
right.
orb thing that I have that canonically golems love.
Yeah. So that's the wonderful thing about star spins is you
Yeah.
can use it to establish narrative fact in Maze.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
canonically,
this
golems
thing.
are really interested in they ponder orbs.
Yeah.
This is what they do. This is where the wizards get it.
So now what I want to do is I want to get his attention with
Yeah.
it and bowl it in here. I want to
Oh.
bowl it
That's really
towards the
good.
Gorgon.
I have 2 cats. I understand how
You-
that
and my hope is that
he'll become
he'll run.
enforcements instead of reinforcements.
Exactly.
I follow you. Copy that.
Thank you.
Okay. Brilliant. I love it. It's not a you spent a star.
I'm gonna spend a star to
Okay.
do that because it's
You do so
a
successfully.
little
I mean,
kooky.
Yeah, but that's the kind of spend a star on lucky. That's the spend a star on lucky kind
Exactly.
of thing.
Yeah.
Rube Goldberg, this sort of thing. Yeah, this thing, it's spinning up here. I think it notices it, and it's gonna, it moves enough that
We should get him.
it's
under
gonna
this
snap this
Yeah.
thing in a moment, and it's thoroughly transfixed by that orb.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Go right.
The big ball.
Where
Oh,
was I
it's
keeping it?
I'm gonna have Barbie take their turn first
Okay.
before any of this because something might happen. You are burning,
I'm melting.
so you lose 1 heart at the beginning of your turn or your moment. How are you doing on heart?
Just
Down to
you
one.
I have
got one,
one
right?
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. If you'd gone to 0, that would have impacted what they may have done. So I
Yeah.
wanted you to go
Ooh.
first, so they may have had a chance to
Sure.
rush at you. But you're currently burning, and unless and until you do something about that.
Well, I want to get away from all of this mayhem.
I mean,
I
don't we all?
don't really know what I can do for myself.
Hit the fire.
Because I'm
Stop,
out of
drop,
stars.
and roll.
yeah.
You gotta go back to basics.
My tools!
There's treasure. There's treasure.
Oh yeah,
if you need
okay.
it.
So
You can also
Fire
just
extinguisher.
narratively attempt something, and we'll turn to dice to resolve it, or treasure.
sure, oh, okay. With the treasure, I guess I'll take out one of my those like tube toys that people have that like have little dolphins in it and
Oh.
everything.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say yes.
Tubes. I'm gonna just burst that open.
Yes.
Oh,
Mine was
goo.
full of aloe vera.
Oh,
Frozen.
yeah. The goo that
That's
runs out.
that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ah,
Oh, right. Toy maker with a bunch of yeah.
goo.
Yeah. That's
love that
brilliant.
aloe vera.
That's
I
brilliant.
love that.
Fire.
Okay. Meanwhile, extracting yourself from the
I'm-
immediate
Yeah,
threat.
come in here. Yeah.
Coming into
Come in here.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God! What happened to you?
I'm just screaming.
Yeah.
All right, muscles over here and room explorer. What do we got?
Why don't we let you go so you can kind of
Yeah.
see some of that room?
Sure. Yeah. All right.
All
Where was I? I was at the pillar.
You're at the pillar, examining this pillar. It is filled with esoteric carvings of plant life and some animals. It also rotates as a whole.
Oh.
Um,
I love a puzzle.
yeah, and then there's a bench on the other side, and there's piles of stuff.
Look out. You're on. Well, you're not on fire anymore. I look out there. I guess I will go over to the papers on the bench. That you got it out there, right? Everything's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we? Are you gonna take care of? He seems like the problem left. You got him, right?
I could swing around. Swing it. Yeah.
All right, great. So yeah, I'll go check out the papers on the table, and what I'm specifically looking for is anything that has matching symbols to what's on these pillars.
Oh, okay.
See if there's a
Maybe,
puzzle key over here.
Yeah. You're fast.
I am.
Yeah, okay, make me a books roll, please.
No, it's a crown.
Crown, yes, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but.
See, I'm afraid of the butt. But...
Well, it's the hardest thing in any of these games. You
Yeah.
know, from Powered by the Apocalypse up through any of this stuff, coming up with the mixed success.
Yeah.
Is tricky. So a lot of times I lean on half damage or something like that, or increase the darkness. I think actually increase the darkness
Sure.
is the move here.
Yeah.
I think what you find. Oh, this makes sense to me now. Okay. I think what you find is, and you're rapidly going through these papers, you find a disturbing story of a creative individual who might have, very similar to your toy making friend, just wanted to make these things. But to do so, reached out to some very distant and strange powers, and they lost their mind. And so I think what you discover here is a sad story of a creative who lost their mind to some fiendish entity from beyond the infinite horizon, and now is in this madhouse filled with some of the worst of their creations. And there's hints. There's hints that you have not uncovered yet.
Okay.
That you can with additional investigation as to the nature of why the Gorgon might be so dangerous.
Okay.
So that is for me to say. I've started you on this path of information. There is more to gain by learning more about the Gorgon.
Let me ask you one question about it, which is, does the person described in the story, is there anything in that story that leads me to believe that it is
Mentabraxis?
That's what I wrote there.
Yes. Yes. In fact, there is some stuff about him building little versions of himself to help around with the mini hands making light work.
Okay.
You think this might be some kind of mechanical decoy?
Aha.
Because it can breathe fire out of a robot mouth.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. My first.
Okay.
Clue. Yeah.
I just haven't gotten that iOS update.
All right.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Take care of them.
Yeah. All right, Rudy. What do you got?
Well, I think I'm going to. Gosh, I think the only thing left for me to do is go up there and rip the head off the doll. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up to that guy and just try to like wrench the body or something like
This is
that.
going to be blades this time around. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this thing is it understands what's going on a bit now. So why don't you spend a heart and roll blades?
Yep. Because that's when I'm. Or I'm just trying to beat him. Great. That's a 5.
5 is a success. Roll for effect, please.
Okie doke. It's a 7.
Yeah.
7.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I think you rip off one of its arms. It's still a problem, but it's not as much of a problem as it used to be.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like draw out the tension and just trying to see what it can.
I didn't give you too much of a moment. I'm sorry for that. You
Okay.
you douse the flames and run into this room. What catches your eye?
Well, I want to look at the columns now. And I'm wondering, I know we have the sigil book.
Yeah.
Is it something that I could use the book and then roll a books roll and then try to decipher
Oh, fun.
the name?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I think so. Yes. Give me a books roll. 4. That is success. But I'm gonna raise the darkness one more time.
Sure.
Does that take us to?
Takes you to bleak. So now crowns are just a failure. Until I start spending this, which I really just need to do. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I really
Deeply
should.
a little bit.
Actually, but you did succeed. Okay, if you had failed in there, then there are things I could have done.
You can be mean.
No.
Fun. That's what I
No,
like to hear.
you have succeeded, but so I'm going to say that. Oh, you know what I'll do is I'll raise the stakes a little bit. What you hear is a distinct sound of glass capsules cracking and breaking, like
Yikes.
really thin glass. Really thin glass is often used to contain gas. So you hear this
Sure, that's fine.
It's you don't notice any gas yet. No, you don't smell
Good
any
thing you
gas
stopped your
yet.
burning.
You don't, you know.
No.
But there may have been some sort of trap that is in the process of building up. However, you do manage to figure out way that these things need to rotate, and a hidden compartment on the wall goes, and a long drawer pops up. It has some very neatly stacked papers and a small book.
Oh, fun.
Oh, more pages.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
It's the
No,
only
no,
way
I
these
love
guys know how to communicate. Okay, so that was
Oh,
me coming
slap.
back around. Now it is the hazards moments. This thing breaks off the rope. Right.
Rough.
And it is going to start to head for that orb.
Attaboy.
This one,
That's a good way.
this thing's head rotates the wrong way around you,
No.
and then breathes fire at you.
Bring it
Please
on.
make me a boot save.
Ah, no,
Well,
quick.
actually, can we not bring it on? I forgot that it would be a. Okay.
Dodge and fire.
You got
is
it. You
traditionally
got it.
boots.
You got it. You don't got it.
You
It's a
don't-
crown.
It's bleak.
Yeah, but we're bleak.
Yeah, but it's a crown.
You take 2
Got it.
fire and are
Yeah, you're
burning.
fine.
2 fire and a burning. Got it.
Yep. That is your additional condition, burning.
No problem.
Okay, that is the party's moment, or that's the hazards moments for the party like to go.
You want us to start in there? Or you want to start out here?
Why don't you guys start? Because I got to take a second to think about. I would love just like even just one moment to think about how
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to put this out if somebody else can.
Well,
Not a lot to think about there.
you keep thinking about it, please.
Straight up,
Straight up.
asking him a question.
Yeah.
Straight up has a question to ask this guy, and it's
All right,
please shut up.
spend a heart.
It's not even a question, it's a statement.
It's rhetorical.
I don't think that's how any of those words work.
I'm just trying to roleplay with you.
Spend a heart and roll blades with
I
advantage,
spent-
please.
I'm not gonna
I'm
be.
at 3.
Retired adventurer. They don't know.
That is a hit
Yeah,
with a
right.
6.
Yep.
Roll for effect. 5. All right. So cool thing. We haven't seen it yet. Cool thing happens when you roll your crown on effect. It explodes the die.
Oh,
cool.
fun. Okay, love it.
But
Exploding
you rolled 5, which is
Okay.
way more damage than it could sustain.
That's good.
The decoy of
welcome.
Mentagrax's frang collapses in a pile of broken bits. I just wanted metalosity.
I hear parts for you. I don't know what's happening out there, but I hear them.
I'm like
Yeah.
still melting a little bit, but I do like my palms are sweaty.
I think we got some pieces for you.
Let's jump to the person who's on fire.
Yeah.
So you lose
So
a
take
heart at
one.
the top of your turn. Oh, and I absolutely just went against what you said, which was please give me some time. So I'm sorry.
Oh, that was. I was like, it's.
You're right.
Fine. I was right. I just needed one. I needed one person.
Yeah.
Just got to think about it because, would you classify this as leaving combat as the golem, the construct?
Yeah.
is distracted?
Yeah, at the moment they are not concerned with you. They will come back in, but
Sure.
it's not like I'm gonna raise darkness again when
So
it happens.
my question on that would be, in terms of resting, right? If resting is
taking a moment.
reserved, yeah, taking a moment is reserved for non-combat.
No,
activity.
you can do it at any time. It is your action in a combat situation. You can take
Yeah.
a moment, but I would say right now, things are still ticking.
Yeah.
So, you're on fire. You need to deal with that.
Right.
But
Okay.
if you wanted to spend your moment
You need to deal with that.
recovering your hearts and discharge, you could do that to spend your moment. But
My question.
You are on fire.
So to take a moment, I would still.
you'd still be on fire.
I'd
You'd
still
feel
be on
pretty
fire.
good. Like,
I'd be like-
feel pretty good. It is a little
It
warm
is
in here.
warm, though.
It's hard. to,
Narratively, that's a little weird, but mechanically, it's like whatever.
I guess that's what I was going
You're
to
de-
ask. Would
you're
be
reaching
taking
for
a moment
actions.
end my burning and then have to take a
No,
moment
I
to try
think
to heal?
the challenge of burning is it is presented you with a
Okay.
immediate.
Then
thing
I
that you
will.
need
Then
to
I
deal with.
will. I think. I really don't want to use our treasure, but I'll use a treasure if everybody's cool with that. Just to I think I that same cleaner I used on the soot. I just
It's not like flammable. It feels like a bad idea. You won't ever get the fire safety talk. Just drop down on the ground and roll around.
It's called bartender's friend for a reason.
I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
I just
you,
put a wet washcloth on it.
you handle the burning.
I don't
Okay,
want
fine.
to. It might be a chemical fire. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's my.
How about over here? What is team investigating the riddle of the adventure
Well,
going?
the chaos seems to reduce. So you're welcome to go first, but I'm going to keep reading the story.
Well, if you're gonna keep reading too, there's a. Do you want to read that drawer story?
Oh, I'll
Oh,
keep
there's
going on the
more
one I
pages.
got if you want to check the one that you opened.
Yeah. Well, I was. Yeah.
Or unless you want to do something else.
Well, I'm hearing the gears. But no,
True. It's a draw. No, I get it.
It would be a shame to be in this room huffing all this gas and then not be able to get kind of a
Huffing
story
gas.
out of that.
Yeah,
So
really
can we
good.
take the papers?
Oh, that's a
and
good
then maybe like
Book
You just grab me
go
as I'm
back to the
reading.
tiny little dungeon and the little gear pile.
and start pouring through them. Yes. You're gonna scoop up what you can. The important thing is you're grabbing the stuff out of the secret drawer.
Yeah.
And then hightail it out of the room that I said was slowly
I
filling
am
with
at
gas.
least.
Oh,
I
Yeah, no, I'll have whatever pages I have in my hand of the other story,
Yeah.
and
make-
Barbie will just lead me as I'm trying to read. Oh, well,
Okay, make me a chaos roll. Just give me an up or down, odds, evens,
one.
odds.
Odds.
All right, you grab a bunch of stuff that's going to tell you interesting things, but not have like a bit of treasure in it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. So it was basically to see, did you also grab like a magic scroll or something?
Right.
Yeah.
No. In fact, all you have
I
are
thought
all
you said
you.
magic squirrel, and I got so
Did
mad.
you throw that- We got a pig,
I was
we
like,
got a
"Hey, guys,
magic
it's a
squirrel.
No, it's dead. It's done. It's
We
gone.
don't have time. We don't have time.
Gas.
It's all right. More importantly, this thing wanders off in looking for the orb.
Oh yeah.
I think the other one eventually climbs up out of the acid, but then is just sort of lurking
Disori-
there.
oh, okay.
Perhaps instructed,
Waiting to jump out.
instructed by another
Exactly.
intelligence to do something
Yeah.
else.
Ooh.
So here's the cool thing about finding the book in the room
Mhm.
is reading through there. And you don't have to roll for this because the challenge was to get it and get out without getting gassed. What you deduce very quickly before the scribblings in the thing descend into absolute gibbering madness is the artificer, Mentapraxis Vrang, contacted a fiend from elsewhere for information and power, had their mind taken over, and then an intelligence from that other place instilled itself into the Gorgon. And it is now calling the shots.
Got it.
Normally, if you had not found this information, the Gorgon would have an edge called Terrible. Terrible is one of the most dangerous edges in mazes because it means anytime you fail a roll against a terrible hazard, you gain a condition. You run out of conditions real fast and you become dead real fast.
Yeah.
However, armed with a little bit of insight and knowledge into where this is coming from, is enough to counteract the terrible condition.
All right.
Yeah, terrible is bad news. That's why it's in there.
That sounds. That name's bad.
It does.
It's still a big bad monster, but
Sure.
it's not going to kill you instantly.
Less terrible.
Yeah.
I will say in this moment, as we see the golem kind of walking off, I'm like, I need to take at least a moment. I am down to 2 hearts.
Oh, sure.
And if we're about to, basically get into another big scrap, I'd love just a moment to catch my
Feel a
breath,
little better,
feel
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
on 1 too. So.
Okay.
I might
Yeah.
also do that. When you take a moment to get your hearts back up, do stars ever
Yes.
come back as well?
You get your hearts and your stars.
and you just take a
Sick.
condition.
You take a condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, this is the grind. This is why there's no instant healing in mazes, because the grind is you're slowly whittled down, you gain these conditions, and by the
That's
end,
fun.
the end of the
Feel it.
module, the situation is bleak. I have done a very poor job of spending darkness, but that's just me.
I think I'm gonna have to do stress.
You've all been doing
I will
such a
also
wonderful
take
job of
stress.
spending treasure that I've been delighted not to spend darkness.
You seem to be
Okay.
okay.
I'm okay. My hearts are fine. I'm wondering if since we're reaching the end, I should go ahead and do it anyway, just to get a couple of stars back, should we need them.
The challenge is if you need to do it in combat, that's your whole moment.
Right.
So you basically
Yeah.
lose
Right,
your turn.
let's go. Oh, yeah, I'll go.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Get back my
I'll take
stuff.
stress as well.
I'm gonna take tired, actually.
Stressed, tired. We
I
have a
did
hurt
tired
Paragon.
I don't know why he's tired.
You're
He's
tired
been
and hurt.
this whole time.
So if you
It's
take a
dream.
condition you already have, you gain
all
the
it's
next one on the list. It's called the standard chain. If you are out of conditions to take, and you well, this is like if I gave you a condition like with a terrible creature.
Oh, I see.
If you are out of conditions to take, you go down, and then we start rolling dice to see if you live. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. It's actually pretty hard to kill Mazes characters unless you're really cruel. But the goal of a Mazes character is to finish the mission and get out with some treasure. So
Yeah.
there are other ways you can hurt their feelings. That said, let's pick up where everybody takes a moment. You're leafing through these things. You're telling everybody about the strange horror from another dimension. And then you look over across the way at the glowing sea of acid in the next room, knowing somewhere below those depths is a acid-breathing Gorgon.
Before we leave, I do want to like shove all of the mini dungeon, all of the gears and stuff. I have like a trench coat full of watches.
Yeah.
And then I put gears,
Gears
you
on
know,
it.
spare
Perfect.
spare pockets.
I love it.
What do you buy?
Roll me a cast eye. No. Looking to see if any of that stuff counted as treasure.
If any of it's valuable.
Yeah.
You can use it
All
as
right.
narrative fodder.
Is there a certain order we want to try to get into this with? This room with? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the question, really?
I'm not really that tired anymore.
I just mean, I guess our goal here is we just gotta get these guys out of here. We just gotta
We take care of the Gorgon, and
take care
then
of this thing. And
I think we figured out what's happening.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta stop.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't want to run on a tactic. Run over
The
the moment that we
bubbling,
needed.
the bubbling and glowing pool of green acid causes the air in this long chamber to shimmer. A large pressure vessel looms over the caustic sea, throwing out sounds of pumps, there's a typo, valves, and other mechanical noises in full operation. A short stair leads up to a walkway stretching the length of the room. At the far end, a solid wooden door leads to what is probably a master control room.
That's this here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Off to one side, you see a golem that is not currently animate. This one here. You see one. This one actually looks really wrecked up. This is the one that climbed out of the soup.
Yeah.
I think across the way you see this golem. I think he's in the soup.
Oh!
I think he's in the soup, slowly T2ing as he's trying to get the ball.
Oh, that's not how I thought he'd do that.
I mean, honoring star spends and things. That's it. Time honored Mazes tradition. I don't need two golems to. You fought my golems. I'm fine with it. I'm a very easy to please maze control. Just hit all the rooms and I'm happy.
Yeah, no specifics. I think, gosh, I'm trying to think if we should just take those two guys off the board.
Well, now
Quickly.
we said we think this is a control room too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think
I'm imagining one of you two would be better played. Like, I don't have the books for it. I'm also getting a disadvantage on books.
You know what? And I'm going to make it even. I'm going to take us out of bleak for a moment.
Thank you.
We'll spend a darkness. This room is full of fumes. I think all
Okay.
book rolls are going to be at disadvantage in this chamber.
Delightful.
Hey, all books.
Books, thank you.
Yeah,
Books. If you're already disadvantaged, it's fine, but
Yeah.
time
Okay.
to start fighting your cleverness. All right. Yeah,
And
you
if
have.
you want to get to the other, I'll cover you from way back here.
Yeah, reinforcements here.
Yeah. Behind.
You'll be right behind us.
That's the idea.
I guess that's what I'm also trying to say is like I'm happy to go try to pin this guy kind of over in this spot to make that journey a little easier.
I mean, I'm more worried about the Gorgon
I-
coming.
I'm thinking of other
Certainly
traps.
There's
too.
gonna be a Gorgon, but also I think in this control room thingy, on the little thingy, there was another one of the guys in there.
Right.
And he's gonna be the real one. And I don't know what
Oh,
that
that's
means
true.
exactly.
Did
Alrighty.
we see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the piece de resistance.
Heck
There's
yeah.
this big vat of bubbling acid dominating the whole room.
As much as I want to do what they're asking me to, I'm always distracted by
course.
gears and
Mhm.
machinations.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna be like, just a second, guys. And I'm gonna try to like figure out what this whole thing
Yeah,
is.
make me a books roll with disadvantage because the
Oh.
fumes got to be in. We've established.
Yeah.
It's got to be in the. It's got to be in the
That's
thing.
right.
At disadvantage though.
Okay, yeah.
So 3.
3.
Three's 4. 4 is
It's
the
4.
least successful number.
Oh, right.
All right,
right.
it's mixed success now.
well,
no,
we're still
we were at 6.
we're
Oh.
at 6, so it's yes, but which is great.
Am I gonna burn again?
No, I've done that already, so it's fine.
This is different. It's acid burn.
Oh, it's chemical.
I think what you see. I should have made a little like shadow of this thing. I think what you see is the shadow of the Gorgon under the acid moving towards the ramp. From your perch up there while you're looking at this thing. What you don't notice is the golem just sets its arm on your shoulder, just clamps your shoulder.
Yikes.
It isn't attacking you. It's not squeezing your head either. It's just your shoulder. But it's just
Perfect.
you're like looking at this thing, and then you feel this massive hand clamp onto your shoulder, holding you in place.
Feel it, and I'm gonna
That's the-
count
That's the
that
button.
everybody is still out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And look up.
What is everybody else doing while Barbie is inspecting all of this?
I want to go to this room.
Okay, you're gonna run up to that door.
Sure.
It is a closed door, the most dangerous thing
Yeah,
known to role playing.
Yeah.
Closed door.
I open it.
Okay.
I opened it. Okay.
What is everybody else doing?
What are you doing?
I think I'm going to. Gosh, I see that, and I don't like that. I think I want to go help our friend. So
Help
I'm
Barbie?
I'm gonna help Barbie. I'm gonna walk up there, and I'm going to boy, I want to see if I can I like tackle it or something.
Tackle the golem.
the big column, yeah.
Okay.
Just maybe not even necessarily taking it to the ground, but just like trying
Yeah.
to grapple it and sort of
Okay, you're gonna do
overpower.
that. And what are you gonna do?
Good question.
Whoa.
The
Success.
shadow of the Gorgon is visible to all.
You see Barbie's head snap over to it, and you, I think, look in that spot. and see-
Yeah, so many things, Barbie.
Yeah.
So overwhelmed. Great. So I'm gonna
Her head snap.
come in and sort of jump up on
Yeah.
whatever this little thing is. Seeing that
Oh yeah, it's a little dais for like, looking out over stuff and
Perfect.
putting things on there.
I'm gonna jump up there.
Somebody.
Seeing Rudy seems to have that dealt with. I'm gonna like track
Sorry,
the with the, pulling out for the first time since he got down here his bow and arrow. I'm gonna track the Gorgon
Soon
and
as
wait until it clears the
clears
acid.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so let's resolve all of this.
Oh Lord.
Interesting thing happens. Darkness goes up because this is about to pop off.
Yeah.
It's okay, because this is a marquee chamber. That's a marquee hazard. Whenever you encounter marquee hazard, the darkness goes up. But more importantly, regardless of where the darkness is, it is set to bleak until the marquee hazard is dealt with. So right now it is bleak, and I have so much darkness.
Woo!
I need to spend some of this down. So when I spend this down, it doesn't go back to torchlit or anything.
Right.
Okay. The Mentabraxis on the other side of that table, as you open the door, says, "Hello, you're here to help me with my Gorgon issue.
So friendly.
I can't help but notice the reinforcements didn't come with you. They went ahead of me. More like enforcements, I guess.
We've met.
Well, you meant my decoy. I meant Abraxas Vrang. I'm not a decoy. Maybe he was the decoy, and I'm pretty sure I'm me.
How can you be so sure?
I'm not really. My mind isn't what it used to be.
That's for sure.
I don't breathe fire.
We saw that.
Okay.
Well, I do this, though. And he throws a bolt of fire at you. It is fire or lightning.
I don't breathe fire, just throw it. Okay.
I do this though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He has a little. What he does is he takes a little bottle, he smashes it in front of him, and then goes like this, and a little whoosh of flame sparks up, and then a lightning bolt goes shooting out past you. Make me a boots save, please. You're lucky, so you have advantage.
Yep.
3. We'll take the 3.
Yeah.
Blast of lightning. So you see the door kick open, some conversation, and a blast of lightning go.
Oh.
Over here, the golem. You go to tackle it. You pull the hand off of your companion. You tackle into this thing, and it is going to try to smash you. Make me a blade save, please.
That's a 4.
4
Just
is a
barely.
success. Yeah, you're able to either sword, board, shield, or just upper block or whatever. Tries to slam you. You are now wrestling with a large golem. The Gorgon appears. It is not terrible because you understand what you're up against.
Yes.
It has a few other edges, and it is going to come up the stairs, at which point you take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and spend a heart and roll blades.
Right.
Get him.
I am
And you're
fighting from a
accurate.
distance.
You're
so I'm
accurate, so you have advantage.
Oh,
Blades,
that's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, hasn't come into play yet.
Yeah.
But turns out he's quite a marksman.
5.
5 is a hit. Go ahead and roll for effect.
3.
3. It takes some of that. You get the sense that this thing has some real resistance to punishment.
Gorgon! You're all dealing with other things. I just want to keep you appraised of the situation. Gorgon!
All right.
All right. Moments from everyone else.
Wait,
No.
is that all it does?
That no.
Yeah,
Well,
that
here's
was
the
my-
thing.
yeah.
It was coming up. You reacted to that.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
not really reaction or anything like that, but you spent your moment saying, "I'm going to attack it when it shows up,"
Yes.
which is in my mind. I'm like, that was your moment last time.
Cool.
Yeah. Now it's the party's moment. So you were
Got it.
laying in wait. It's not like you were. I was going to penalize you twice. You need every moment you can get.
Yeah, no
Right.
kidding.
Yeah.
This thing comes up, and it sees your friend over there dodging the lightning, and it takes a bead on it. So that is the situation. The moment of that monster was it coming into the scene and establishing itself.
Great.
Parties go.
This
Mentabraxis Vrang. Yes.
Mentabraxis
I'm quite
Prime.
the sorcerer.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I like that. Call me Pride.
I take straight up out.
Oh, we're fighting. Oh, yes.
Hey, slow down. Slow down.
I'm quite
I don't.
insane.
I don't
Oh,
need
right.
to fight you.
Oh,
Here's
great.
the thing.
Turn around and fight that thing then.
I got some news for you that
Oh,
might be a little
good.
uncomfortable
It's
for you to
been
hear.
so.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh no! What? haven't heard much of it outside, except Metalocity and Farmhouse.
You say metalopsity
One more
one
time.
more time. This conversation's over. The Gorgon.
Yeah, is there any bud?
I know it's treating you so bad it's causing you a real headache.
Oh, yeah.
The terrible news is
Yeah.
you built it. So if you could just search the recesses of your mind
Oh,
and figure out how to turn it off.
you're right.
If you don't, I'm gonna smash
Oh,
your
no.
skull in
Okay.
with my best friend here.
I know exactly what to do. There is a glowing gem on its forehead covered in probably acid right now, but you could wipe that away. Press that down 3 times and it'll turn off.
All right.
All right. I love the idea of like, I suppose you followed the rules of my.
That was the social contract, was it not? Okay. I will.
Close the door so when it breathes acid, I don't get it.
Sure.
All right. And I close the door behind her. I say, the button on its head. Push it 3 times.
Meanwhile, Gus is over here like, our best friend. I was starting to feel real connection to Leland. I don't know why he's best friend. All right.
All right.
That tells me where I stand with it.
The hand that was gripping you has been removed by a tackle from your scowling innkeeper.
And I still haven't tinkered with
You
this
haven't
thing yet.
tinkered with that. I kind of distracted you.
Well, I
Do it.
probably heard about the button,
Sure.
but I'm a little bit of a chicken anyway. I'm gonna tinker with the
Do it.
first.
I like it. What sort of effect are you trying to get out of your tinkering here?
Well, so we can see the.
There's a big vat of acid.
I think I want to turn it off.
That's
Whatever's going
how
on.
chemistry works.
I
I'm gonna turn the acid
I can't
off.
turn the acid off.
Narratively, I like that. But like for the stream,
Right, right.
you got this really cool effect going.
I
I get-
assume that you said that the acid pool is a lot deeper than we thought.
Yeah, it
was.
is. So I could hide the creature down there.
I assume. I don't know if it helps, but like, I'd like to drain all the acid from the room. Maybe I don't know if it affects the Gorgon's
Hey,
acid.
there's one way to find out. Okay.
Okay.
So like messing with pipes and pumps and things like that. To
Yeah,
kinda,
just going with the wrench, just ding, 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 ding.
Milk and try and
Um,
neutralize
acid
it.
on me.
No.
So just to make sure I have it straight in my head, you want to drain the room, or you want to drain the vat, or you want to fill the vat with what's in the room, or because
I
it sounds like you're
guess.
busted on the vat.
Yeah, I want to drain the room though.
Drain the room.
I
Okay.
don't trust busting the vat. I feel
Great,
like that'll.
great. No, that would be that'd be a hilariously poor choice. But yes, manipulating
asbestos.
levers and
No.
switches and things.
Oh, this boy.
Give me a books with just a straight books roll. 3
Hey.
success, because it was advantage but disadvantage,
Right,
such a
right.
straight roll. Yes, you are. There's like clicking and wheezing and pumping and things moving, and you can hear a gurgling beginning.
All right.
Roll. Give me a die for effect, please. I want to see something. It's got to be in a box. Got to be in a box.
good.
Oh, right.
4.
Yeah!
Okay, cool. It is happening at a good pace.
Does that explode because it's an effect die?
Well,
or is that just for like damage?
it's for damage and things. It was
Okay.
mostly
Got it,
for
got it.
me to
Oh.
get. No, actually, no. You are correct. I have definitely done how effective is your spell and seen things.
Okay,
explode.
cool.
Roll that for me again, please.
Oh, well, all right.
Okay.
Real
It is
feasting
draining-
famine over here.
Sometimes you get like an Instagram or TikTok, one of those reels of like, hey, watch this cliff collapse. It's really scary how fast it happens. That is kind of what is happening
Cool.
here. This room is draining to such a degree that there are whirlpools starting to.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
yeah.
Neat.
Don't get caught in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a great
Yeah.
idea. How is it going over on this
What-
side of the table?
Does it affect this guy?
Yeah, he's getting.
Okay.
He didn't have much left going on below about here anyway.
Loving
so he
that
is.
ball.
He is just getting
Yeah.
sucked down into oblivion.
Was
I hope
everything.
he takes the ball.
As you, so you've called out about the gem on its head. Can I see it from here now that it's been pointed out by
Yeah,
Leland?
take a look. You know what? I'll give it to you for free.
All right.
Do not see it. Perhaps it's obscured by soot or muck or grime or
Oh,
something
interesting. Have you taken a turn?
this round? I mean, have you
That
had your
was
moment
the-
this
It
I
round?
think my
conversation.
last
It was the
turn
conversation,
was
that's
that I
right, that's
threatened
right,
the
that's
guy
right.
and he gave me the info.
Okay, well, in that case, since I can't see it, so I don't know
Yeah.
exactly where I'm aiming, but you said it's on his head somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'll take a shot at it and aim
Sure.
for the head, and
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I'll hit
Love
it.
So,
that idea.
But I'll say like,
If you
if I can see it, I won't miss. I don't miss.
you don't miss, and in fact, if you
I
look
would
at some of
spend
those
it.
things,
Yeah, I was gonna spend a star if I could see it, but
Yeah.
since I can't yet, we'll just take a
normal blade shot.
normal shot,
Okay,
and then when I
so
can,
spend a heart and roll advantage with your accurateness. Accurate, you could spend a star in accurate to call like Legolas level William Tell shots.
yeah, which is absolutely what I plan to do when I see
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing. So it's 5 on the blade.
5 is a hit. Go ahead and roll for effect, please.
A 4.
4. Take some of that.
Everybody
time.
wants.
Okay.
Bartender's friend right now.
Uh,
Clean that
Bog
slide.
tender?
I said bartender.
Bartender's friend. That's a witch's brew.
Yeah, right.
Rudy, what would you like to do here? You're in a wrestling match with a large golem. And I am aware of our time. We're doing okay.
All right, so I think I mean I really just want to take this thing out. I guess
Sure.
the big one. The first thing was just getting it off of.
Sure.
Our
Now,
friend
you do
here.
hear a violent gurgling from the rapidly
That's my
draining
stomach.
acid pool behind you.
We missed lunch today. We were in
Yeah,
here.
I took a break and everything. So I understood. I think I just really want to try to. This thing is basically. This thing got a lot of acid damage to it.
Yeah,
already,
it's
right? Like, a lot of
it's wrecked up. Yeah.
So I wonder, do you think that there's like a weak point to it at all, where I could like hammer into that weak point and just kind of like break it down and
Tear it apart.
Yeah.
Like tear it in half.
yeah?
Yes, I'm gonna make a
Because like
proposition to you.
bending bars and lifting
Yeah,
things like
yeah.
that. I'm thinking about spending a
Yeah,
spark,
yeah, yeah.
but I just want.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to, I know you got your star back. If you
Yeah.
want to spend your star to Juggernaut, I'm gonna rip you in half now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally down
And
with
just
it.
Heck
kinda-
Yeah, this
break
I had
the
already
mechanism.
considered this thing damaged from its previous bath. This is the one that you
Oh,
threw
that's
into
right.
the bath.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So now you're gonna rip it in half.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, you grab onto like it's got like a really like fine work around the belt and the gem thing in the middle, but some of the stone around it is really crumbled away, and you're able to just kind of like, I'm gonna rip you in half now.
As I do, I'm like,
and-
I hate to ruin some craftsmanship, but
There you go. And you pull this thing apart.
fantastic.
Take that off the table.
Yeah.
Take this guy off the table.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it is rapidly.
He stayed in that acid.
Yeah.
a while.
Fantastic.
All right, now let's have the Gorgon have their turn to shine.
The other reason I think that was good was we were hearing about some smoke. There's like
Yeah, come on
something in
over
the
here.
air.
Charge
Yeah.
over to
That's what
you.
I was worried about.
Give it to me.
Would you please make me I need a bones roll, and then I need a blades roll or a boots roll to dodge the charge. So he's breathing as he's coming. He's breathing acid, which is bones. It's going to be a bones roll to resist that.
All right.
Okay,
You are tough. You can have advantage on this.
great.
Yeah, whatever. As a 5 and an 8.
Both
Yeah.
of them succeed.
No, they both
Heck
succeed.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. It either completely misses you or you just are like, whatever.
And you think I haven't been sprayed by
No.
acid before?
Yeah.
Can
so
I
this-
can I taunt it a little bit so that it
Absolutely.
keeps attacking me?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, you got.
Yeah. Well, now it's going to attempt to slam you with its horns. So roll for blades, please. Blade save.
Okay.
This
that
is
all,
just
that's
a straight roll. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
You
Good.
take 2 hearts of damage.
The longer
It
we go, the
doesn't
more I
hit
see
too
Leland as
hard.
Natasha Lyonne type.
Yeah, it doesn't hit too
Yeah.
hard. I might have to up this to 3 in the final print.
silly enough.
But
Yeah.
the terrible edge is what
Yeah.
the terrible edge is what really is the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Okay, that is it for this. You hear from inside the chamber.
Oh.
God.
Hardest moments. Go ahead.
Leland, can you wipe off the gem?
You know when you were gonna do something and then someone tells you to do it and you're like, ugh.
Did I get ahead
I
of? Sorry, you
got
didn't
it.
ask for advice. I'm so sorry. You know.
It's just.
I know. I'm working on the unsolicited backseating. I get it.
I'll do it. I'm just pissed about it.
You know, that's big of you, though. I appreciate that because I can see you just choosing not to make a point.
I
So
have
this thing
done
is
that.
trying
Yeah,
to
I'm sure you have.
this thing is trying to buttress you, to slammed into you. So am I hearing that you're gonna just kind of
Yeah, and I would even negotiate if you would. I would take that third damage just to be like I didn't dodge out of the way. Instead, I let him take me.
I will, and I'm going to be very cruel about it. Yes,
Okay.
you ensure that you're right in there.
Yeah.
There's no gem.
Yeah.
That insane fellow lied to you. It's fine.
That's fair enough.
I did feel a little.
Sorry.
No, I like it a lot.
Established himself as clearly
Leland,
nuts.
Leland, I still can't see it. Wipe more.
There's no gem. I got duped. Just like I did by my favorite wife.
Which one?
I thought I made it very clear.
All right, we're taking notes. I don't know if it's ever.
I got 1 through 3 and 6, but
All right, rest of the party's moments as
So good.
as Leland has been betrayed by the maze controller.
Oh, I think I know what I want to do. Do you need another moment, or do you? know
Yeah,
what you want to do?
I need some time.
Okay, I am going to.
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, hey, maybe this will help. I'm going to spend a darkness.
Yeah.
The violent change in volume here is too much for something in that. There is a crack. And this entire thing starts to become flooded with acid pouring out of the thing. So this is all acid right now. Like this. Key. That was a bad rip.
Ooh.
Well,
Yikes. Okay, so I was gonna bull rush this thing, but I do think that's now.
I mean,
I got the HP. I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bull rush this guy.
I like it. Make me a boots roll, please, as you run through all of this slippery, burning acid.
That's pretty cool,
Okay,
Squeeze.
yeah.
I believe in you.
I love it.
Good
Go
work.
for it.
4!
Hey! Pull it off.
There it
Amazing.
is.
Sliding, moving, getting a little bit of
It's so
You
bad.
make it through the acid pile. Would you like to take your attack?
Yes, I
Go
would.
ahead. Make me spend a heart and roll blades, please.
You got it. 3.
3 is a miss, unfortunately. But not terrible.
No, it's not.
See?
It's not a
That would have
horrifying
been like
thing.
hurt or tired.
I just
Yeah, yeah.
as I'm like, I hit the head and I'm just. Oh,
What
God.
now, toy maker?
I want to move to a not acid filling place.
Sure.
But I don't trust that I could get across it. And even if I did,
Why
it
would I
would
want to?
kill me.
Right.
So
Hey, I think what you do notice, and you do remember from this.
the secret door.
right.
I was
Secret
wondering,
door.
as one of the toy makers here, I was like, do we bring this up?
Yeah. You can. I will
Okay.
give you that secret
There's
door
enough
without dealing
vantage
with
that
the
I
acid.
can. Okay, I'm just gonna tiptoe through the acid
Window?
over
Around
here.
the backside and through. Yeah, you can
And
go
I
in
say,
if you want.
Open sesame.
Yeah. Slide that open.
Oh
Inside
my
you
God.
see
The maniac.
Maniac's rude. He's
Just
inventor.
Say it's rude. He lied to us
Yeah.
and tried to kill Leland Leon.
No,
right.
I was intending to tip that table over anyway.
Oh, you were. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Love that.
But keep that door closed. This is a little person out
This
there
is
who wants
private.
me dead. Every time I say the word metallosity, it's just like one more notch on the belt. It's gonna be my death.
Listen.
What?
What?
Is metallosity?
Oh, it's how much metal is in a thing. The more metallosity, the more metal's there. So if you have a chunk of rock and there's a high metallosity,
Fuck.
there's a lot of metal in the rock.
Okay.
That's all metallosity is.
And
Barbie, what are we doing?
I don't know why I'm here.
You sounded like you had a really good idea.
No.
You're like, I just don't want to be in the end.
Well, I was hoping that it would be like a clue, like, oh, you gotta, magnets or something like that.
Oh no, magnets aren't gonna work on that Gorgon. Hitting it with a really big magic hammer probably will, though.
I don't trust you anymore.
You opened the door though. So
There's
that's-
there's a special spot you can hit it right on its back. Right about between the shoulder blades.
Is there a way I could do books to see if he's still lying?
I will tell you this for free.
Okay. All right.
Everything he says. is a lie.
Cause I.
What's in the room?
Tell you what.
Oh yeah, I can search.
How about we switch spots? You stand here where there's all this treasure, and I'll stand there where there's a door.
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Can I convince you to let me go out of that door? There's a lady on the other side of this door wants me dead. And I don't think that Gorgon's gonna
because
last.
I called him Natasha Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can go. Actually, you can
Yeah,
go.
all
Sure.
right. Woo! Well, help yourself to anything in here. I think I'm gonna leave. And he runs over to.
And then that happens.
No, it's canon.
Can we roll for him to try to?
Well,
run
hold on,
through
because
the
I have not yet taken
You have
my
not done.
yeah.
You
moment, and I
see
think I'm
Mentabraxus
gonna-
Rang poke his
Right.
head out and start
Right.
climbing out the secret.
Oh, brilliant.
He's like holding on to the thing. He's kind of side clawing along.
Leland Rudy, you got the you. That's a new
Oh,
voice for
yeah.
him. You got the Gorgon.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Go ahead. You have advantage.
Yep.
long
I
as
would
I
spend
hit
the
my
heart.
next
Yeah, this needs some work. I think here is.
What am I rolling?
This is,
Blades.
Blades. All right. Well, I rolled with advantage and I got a key, and I am accurate.
Yeah.
So yes.
All right. Yeah. I'll take it. Go for effect. I think what happens is you hit right next to him, and there's a little spray. Of
Oh,
acid,
there you
and
go.
He's like,
I like that.
ow, ow.
Yeah, the next one's in your head, buddy.
Doesn't.
Lying to me about that gem. I was excited to show off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh no, there is a gem. It's just not on his forehead.
You're a nightmare.
All right. Let's breathe some acid and then gore somebody. Somebodies. I think both of you
Yeah.
need to
Right.
give me a bones roll.
Okay.
Tough has advantage. That's a save. That's a super save. You are immune to acid damage from this thing. The gas from this, you don't have to roll on this
I've
anymore.
actually breathed so much acid in my life that the damage is done.
You've crit twice.
Oh, you know.
I don't think it can affect you with
Yeah.
its acid breath.
I got a 10.
You got a crown. Unfortunately, it's bleak,
Oh, yeah,
so that
we're
is
bleak.
a fail. So you take 2 hearts of damage, and then
Oh no, I can totally.
and then both of you make blade saves, please, as
You
it
got it.
flails about with its horns. Take that 2. All right,
2.
fails 2 hearts of damage. Wham wham. Okay. Mentabraxus Rang is going to. Okay, so I'm just gonna get over here. Do not shoot me, please. I'm gonna go
I think
get.
you should shoot him.
I'm gonna go get reinforcements.
Well, you're gonna be sadly disappointed.
All right.
Yeah, I think we took care of your reinforcements, but
Parties moments.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to spend a star for my magic weapon because
Here
my
we go.
my magic weapon is not just any maul. Straight up, it detects weaknesses. so I'm gonna hit it wherever it needs to be hit.
That is
Sonnet
clever.
ass.
That is very clever.
nowhere
I
near
like
where
that.
he was saying.
I like that a lot.
Right down here.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the sternum.
So is this like sigils on the hilt, or is there something you twist and turn to? I imagine it like lighting up and then like almost like a magnet moving towards where it needs to go.
It's just, it's got a little river of whiskey that's flowing through the cracks in it, and when that activates, it just seeks out the trauma
I
in
Yeah,
this thing.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It goes. You reel it back and then almost pull aside as it slams in like on the haunch. And there's a resounding. Roll for effect with advantage, please.
Nice.
Take the 5. Is not fully a 5. It is somewhat less than a 5, but So, I think you've hit it enough times now. I will tell you that it has the dense edge,
Sure.
which means all damage is one less than the die rolled, and you can't explode. on
Would you
this
say
die.
that it has a
interesting.
high
Okay.
metallocity?
No.
Indeed. I'm
We
gonna
threatened to kill a man for that.
I'm gonna spend a darkness.
Let's start playing with some Dwarven Forge stuff here.
Sure.
Well, this whole thing is going to come undone, so we need a boots save
Yeah.
from you. I think this stuff is going to get melted. I think we're going to get melted here and here. And I think these walls start to fall apart. And what you get are openings into the other realm.
Can I? Where am I?
Okay.
Yeah, can I spend a star for fast to not
Absolutely.
fall into the acid?
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
that
What a
was-
great spend.
Great.
What a great spend.
The advantage to 2/2s. Is
Yeah.
just so
Let's take a
abysmal.
All right.
Oh, that's
That's one of the things I love doing is just tearing apart my build. Sorry, I will put it back together for pictures afterwards. All right.
all right.
That is the Monsters Go Party's moments.
I mean, this thing is resistant to acid, the whole thing, so like it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. You all keep wailing on that. Do you mind if I spend our last treasure?
Do it.
And I should say, just sorry to interrupt, but this is now completely drained. It is like the deep end of a swimming pool. Between
Got it.
seasons, it's 20 feet down. What would you like the star? Or the treasure on?
The treasure is going to be like a weighted net that I use in my
sure.
poaching,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw it on Mentabraxis, actually.
Well, so you.
Oh, I have to create it. That's
you
right.
create
That's right.
it, Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
You,
great.
you pull it out of wherever you've had it. You unfurl it. You've got it ready. He hasn't been moving too far.
He
too
hasn't,
fast,
but I'm gonna stand
and you
in the
can
doorway.
Certainly stand
Love
there.
that. Love that. love
Certainly do that. Okay.
I love hasn't been moving too fast.
What would you like?
Treasure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought that was
Easily.
a good idea to go
Treasure.
in there. Though. It
Easily
was like,
found.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I was
Easily.
scared
Maybe there was
because
something
if
else.
he's throwing out like
Oh, I'm sorry.
Molotov
Master control room
cocktails,
contains
like
3
Yeah.
treasures.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
You
just
find
trying-
3 treasure in the master control room.
Oh my god.
So much to play with.
Fantastic. How about here? in
Beat it.
all right, so you've just hit it in the haunch.
Yeah, you want me to hit it again, or you want to go first?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Was like, would it be advantageous to? Can I? I guess it wouldn't make it easier to hit, would it? Because you already got kind of getting advantage. I'm trying to figure out like if there was a way that I could use my abilities to try to like stack the damage or something like that.
So,
to help
one
you
of the
out.
ways to think about this is to counter edges that the
Yeah.
that the creature has. So the
Yeah.
creature has, you've already taken care of the terrible edge. You know it has a dense edge,
Right.
and it has an acid breathing edge. Your friend here is not really affected by the acid breathing. We've narratively established that.
Yeah.
If
If I just rolled a little bit better, I could probably also be okay. I think I want to try to take out the dense edge. Can
Yeah.
I kind of focus fire to try to like help sunder
Same spot.
that
yeah,
spot?
that
to
spot.
try to, like,
Weaken
just
that one, make that one spot less
Yeah.
affected by the dense thing.
Fantastic. And with my strong advantage,
I think it is going to be
Right.
a strong thing here because
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like
Oh,
levering
cool.
in and
that's what I mean. I'm not necessarily attacking as much as I'm just trying to brute
Yeah.
force something off
yeah.
of it.
So if you're not planning to do damage, then I'm not going to make it a violent spend.
Got it.
right? I'm going to make it a bones roll,
Got it.
and I will give you advantage because you are strong.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
8. Okay. Yes, you create an opening. You've negated the dense edge for this spot for the moment. Roll a die for me. Let me see.
It's a 3.
Okay, so it's a brief window,
Right.
but the dense edge is not in play right now, so you can explode. You get full damage. What would you like to do?
All right,
Magic weapon?
I'm gonna take advantage of that and hit
All
it.
right, roll for effect, magic advantage, spend a heart, and roll blades with advantage, please.
Okay. Spend my heart down to 2.
Take the key and
Heck
the
yeah.
4. That is a crit roll for effect with advantage.
Hell yeah.
The 4. We'll take the 4. That's not great for him. It's doing
Okay.
worse and worse. All right, that's right. I think it's going to forego the breath. It is just going to try and gore and kick.
Sure.
So I want 2 blade saves each.
So you got it.
Any
4 or
misses?
5. So
Any
no
misses
miss.
would be 2 hearts. If you're all good, then it's no damage.
Yeah.
Mentabraxus rang was like, all right, hey, wow, this is quite a day, right? Well, I'll see you around.
Okay.
It's been, we could get coffee sometime. I know an innkeeper.
So do I.
All right, parties moments. Yeah, he doesn't make it past.
So
you.
if I missed one of, it was 2 each.
It was 2 each. Oh, you rolled a 6 and
And
the 8
8
fails. So
fails
that's 2
it.
hearts. 2 hearts.
So I am at 0.
Oh, you go down.
I'm down.
All right, new mechanics. You see the bull gores and then just kicks you and you fold.
Yeah.
So Leland goes down. So what that means is Leland needs to either receive some sort of aid, which is narratively however you want it to be. It spends your moment and then they roll. Or you can choose to risk death's door and try and pull yourself out of your fog on your own.
Don't worry about me. I got it.
Oh Lord! All right.
As you're
So you're gonna just try and
I'm gonna do a death's door.
okay.
I'm gonna spend a star. My last star on a death's door because I have tough.
You have tough.
I have tough.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And what I would like to do
So
is
good.
I would like to die later.
Oh
I would like.
yes. All right.
I would
So
like
That's
to
incredible.
Stay alive.
so you gain the condition called wounded.
Yeah.
You're gonna regain your hearts and your stars, and you're gonna come back up.
Yeah.
But
It's not time
we're
yet.
gonna kill you later.
Yeah.
That's pretty
incredible.
impressive.
That's so good.
All right. How about over here?
I mean, I'm gonna pretend to let him pass and take a few steps this way,
then-
and then before he gets through, toss that net at him.
He gets
No.
Let's go for
Gobby's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
This is my net coffee.
Oh, hey, I seem to be netted. Could you help me out?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
What's going on in the chamber?
I think I might open the door,
Yep.
see what's going on, slam it shut, go out through this way,
Leland, you'll be fine.
tiptoeing past the acid
All
again.
right.
Yeah.
Let's put you over here then. Okay.
Carrying all the treasure.
And then over
I'm
here.
jingling.
So you see Leland
Yes.
drop to one knee,
Yeah.
stand up. There's just a wicked dent and rent in Leland's side.
Yeah. You have so many more
Completely
wives to
ignoring
marry.
What are you doing, Gus? Oh, I'm sorry, not Gus.
It's all
Rudy.
good. I think, gosh, we really still gotta take care of this thing. And
Yeah,
I think
wail on it.
I'm just gonna wail on it. 'cause,
All right,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
All right. This is blades.
Blades, please spend a heart. Roll blades.
All right. 7.
7's
Just-
hit.
just
Roll for
on the
effect.
mark. That's a 4.
All right, let's take some of that damage. All right. It is going to
Higher.
repeat
Nice.
its attempt of stabbing and goring. So blade saves, 2 blade saves each.
Yeah.
Christ.
2. That's a pass.
Yes.
Uh,
That's
Yes.
Pass.
pass.
Yeah.
Pass. Okay.
Great.
Party's moments. I would like to come over to Leland
Yeah.
as Leland has taken the punishment.
Yeah.
Take it home.
Okay. I get up like my maul in one hand and like my intestines in the other.
Yeah.
I'm just like holding them together.
Get a staple.
Yeah, just holding it together barely. And I'm just gonna like a one-handed golf swing. Like just swing it with abandon.
Knock
Give
it
me
over,
a
too.
blades roll with advantage, please.
Heck yeah.
Take the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
no.
No. Oh my
2-8.
god. That's a miss.
2-8.
So I'm gonna spend a dice.
Yeah.
Leland
Yeah.
chose to die later.
Yeah.
Well,
Leland swings, feet go out from under,
No.
falls
Leland.
20 feet down into the,
Oh my
and
god.
there's a
Later,
loud crack.
Tell my favorite
And-
wife I love her.
Which one was
and which
she?
one was it, guys?
Leland is still.
What a perfect last moment. Ah,
Coolest
shit, we
save
never did understand
Followed
what
by
it was.
the most.
Death.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
All right, and we have a closeout over here.
Somebody
I guess
hit
I'm
it.
gonna try.
Yeah.
Thank you for that narrative.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
really good.
It's a key.
You are unfortunately at Sentinel. A key is a miss for you on offense.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I'm just so shook.
Yeah. What about over here? Turn around. You see Leland fall.
Leland!
These things are twisted in ways that shouldn't be twisted.
Oh. Ooh.
This thing looks like it's like sparking and like coming apart at the seams.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and shoot it with an arrow.
There's like a gleam of light right near its forehead. No, wait, that was just a weird reflection.
Oh, I was so ready. All right, yeah, I'll just
Taking it.
fire at it.
Now you could. Do you have any stars left?
I do.
You could just call shot.
Oh, yeah, let's do that then. I wasn't sure if.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
skip
do that.
all this die rolling to hit
Yeah,
stuff.
let's not do that. Yeah, let's find a
Where-
point that's been rent open.
There's a bunch. Describe to me what you think is going to be the smartest shot for you.
So that spot that I shot on its forehead to begin with,
Yeah.
when we thought that right, and Leland.
The
had
arrow
sort of
is still there.
Yeah, so I take aim just so that I can just like split the arrow that's
Yeah.
already there on the target.
Maybe it'll go in even further.
Exactly, and maybe it'll,
All right.
best case scenario comes out the thing's ass. I don't know
Roll,
what to
Yeah.
say.
roll for effect, please.
Ace Ventura.
Well, that's
gotta be.
4.
Well, here's the fun thing. It's -1. 4 minus 1.
Yes, it's awesome 3!
How do you want to do this?
Well, I think it comes out. I think the arrow comes out its ass.
Yes,
There is
With a couple of gears that stick into the wall for Barbie later.
So
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you gotta
initial
come down
the
from the
initial
ass.
arrow, your archer splits it, and it had created just enough of a gap that this new arrow goes straight through all the important
Heck
stuff
yeah.
out the back end. There's a spray of gears, and the Gorgon and falls over. There's a spray of acid out the side that splashes harmlessly on the wall.
Oh, okay.
and
I
it
know.
falls-
I was like,
Takes out Ruby.
Was it on the
I am
side?
darkness.
More treasure for us.
And with that, the threat of the Gorgon ends. And
So
you hear
does the life of Leland
Mentabraxis,
Rhodes.
and so too the life of Leland Rhodes. So, however, you have found the treasure that was available in that chamber. I think the violent emptying of the acid vat has destabilized a good portion of this place. You can actually feel it start to rumble and shake. Perhaps giving a fitting burial in the next few moments to Leland.
He died as he lived.
Can we roll
Pissed.
Can we roll a chaos check to see if we remember the pig?
Yes.
Who wants to?
On
Who wants to
the-
I
roll
mean,
for the
it's
pig?
my
Yeah, I feel like
pig.
it's
I
my
don't
pig,
know.
right.
Yes.
Oh, it's an even one.
Yes.
All right, we get the
You
pig.
get the pig.
We get the pig.
You get the
God,
pig. You
yeah.
remember
We
this
pull the
trap.
lever.
Yeah.
We do all
I
the
think
things.
we have to remember to pour one out though.
Yeah.
We will.
As we're running.
In the acid.
Oh, in the
Oh yeah.
So it goes everywhere.
All right. And
All right.
if the party survives the encounter with the acid-edged Gorgon and manages to defeat it, then the ongoing threat of the mechanicals ends. The lair deteriorates. If it hadn't been violently wrecked over the span of a few days, but I think this is going to happen quite quickly.
Yeah.
The resulting mess collapses a portion of the mountain onto the remainder of the lair, sealing it away. The party are thanked for their service by pretty much everybody in the the nearby roadside inns,
Besides
caravan
the
leaders.
Besides that one
Right,
landlord,
except maybe the
yeah.
landlord.
Except that one guy.
You got his pig.
We met your
Get
cousin.
him.
Sucked.
Yeah, and you came away with some treasure.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that is Mazes. That is the
Yeah.
Artifice of
Hell
Sinister.
yeah.
So fun.
Love it.
What did I call this thing? The Stronghold of Sinister Artifice. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going to do some giveaways, but first, perhaps a round of like where to find people. I think is useful.
Oh yeah.
I'm on Instagram as Fading Interests. I write for 9th level for their Mazes stuff, and I'm on the Polymorph Discord as Dweemer. I'm also on the Dwarven Forge Discord as Dwemer. So you can find me there. Ask me anything about mazes.
Beautiful. I'm Dylan, or Super Dylan. You can find me everywhere online as Super Dylan. I'm the host of the One Shot podcast, where we play a new indie RPG every month with a new cast. I'm on the Atomless, I'm Prepared Casters, other things around the space.
I'm Mace. You'll find me here. I'm Griffin Mace on most platforms, but yeah, I'll be on more streams.
Tyler, and work here at Reforged, head of product development, and you can find me pretty much anywhere as the Detective Number 27 because that's just my handle. But I'm also gonna start doing some more podcasts here in the near future, some radio dramas and things.
Yeah.
Very excited.
And I'm on Twitter and Blue Sky at DM Jazzy Hands. I'm on Instagram as Ugramio. And I'm taking. I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus from my streaming. You can follow me on Twitter, or on Twitch rather. I may be back to it one of these days, but I'm on a little bit of a hiatus now. Happy to be here and stream in this way. But keep an eye on the socials, and as things ramp back up, I'm sure I'll let y'all know.
Great. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for playing. I'm.
Thank you.
What a way to go out as a retired.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Excellent. So we're going to run a couple more giveaways, but also while we're figuring that out, I will answer any questions that have come up that haven't been answered by somebody in chat about mazes. Just fire them off or let me know. And then I think I'll just pass it over to Chris to tell us what's going on with the giveaway.
Yeah, if you want a chance to win, we've got one more of the Mazes bundle with the PDF of the rulebook, as well as the monthly module subscription, as well as a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card. We're going to roll those two giveaways right now. If you want a chance to win them, type in "die later" in chat, all one word. We'll roll those in a couple minutes.
Very good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
In about as long as I was
yeah,
alive
as
after I
later
said I'll
was,
die later.
Yeah, that's great. The 2-8, it just, I was like, oh, that is
I
just
know.
too
Yeah, that
good.
was rough. That
was
was
it.
rough.
A buddy of mine who plays a very strong Outcast Bugbear is a character you can play in mazes. He loves to play an Outcast Bugbear. He rolls poorly every once in a while. It's because it's a deadly character that can roll really well, but he often rolls double 2s or 2-3s.
Right.
That's the worst for a fighter to roll,
Yeah.
which is very funny to me.
That was why it was so easy to take stressed. I was like, I am not
Yeah.
the person to care about books. I have such
exactly.
a small chance of doing it.
I like how meaty these edges are.
Yeah.
It's like at no point did I feel like we were just like, okay, just hit it again, roll, and like everything had like a little bit of extra flavor instead of just like, all right, I hit it with I swing it, I hit it again.
Your turn.
Yeah.
So I definitely there's that, and then also in like level design, when I do a module, I try to have some combat in there and some little puzzly things or some sort of like discovered elements that you could just sort of latch onto and say, oh, we wanna run with this. What is this gonna do?
I think to your point, Dylan, it's the key phrasing of it that just kind of really makes it much simpler to find out, to find places to be like, oh, I am strong. Okay, well, I'll just go grapple
I'm
this
gonna
guy.
do that
Yeah,
Or I'll just
instead.
go do
Yeah.
this, and that can really key you into some like more expressive paths, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good way to think about it.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fighter, so I'm glad there's a lot of little cogs for me to find.
Yeah. You found cogs that I
Everywhere.
wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
never have like thought to futz with this thing. That was
right.
Since day one when we made that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bust that up.
I will tell you, when I was approached by Dwarven Forge, and they said, hey, we really like mazes, would you be interested in, I said yes, oh, sorry, complete your sentence. Would you be interested in designing a level and writing a module for it? I was like, yeah, I probably would be. And then they showed me the stuff, and I was like, oh, that
that.
is going in.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun. If anybody has is looking at the campaign, like as someone who was able to build this out of my collection based on just what I knew were going to be in the packs, this campaign is a great way to start your collection. There's just so much versatility in the way these packs have been arranged.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. I love these pieces. This is the piece I'm most excited about, other than that in the campaign, just because I don't have any of them, and this is the corner door piece.
Yeah.
I'm just really stoked to get a bunch of these.
Yeah.
I think this game also utilizes so many traps and different things really well, where it's really evenly paced, but at the same time, it's not the same thing over and over again, which
Yeah.
I like. It was really fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and roll these giveaways.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do it.
And then there is one question from Flight of Wyverns asking if there's a default setting for mazes. Seems like it'd work well for any genre from what we've seen today.
Right. So the thematic setting is pretty much just dungeon crawling, sword and sorcery, Swords Against the Darkness. We are currently writing. We did a campaign for it earlier in the year. The expansion to Mazes, which incorporates campaign and troop play and West Marches style hex crawling, and that has a very that has a campaign like setting to it that is all about how to describe it. It is a land that is cloaked in perpetual twilight because one of the 3 moons was pulled into permanent syzygy by a sorcerer 1,000 years ago when the elves destroyed the dwarves, the orcs, and themselves, leaving nothing but ruins filled with treasure. So yeah, it has a little bit of a campaign flavor to it, but in general, you can paint this into anything and make it work. And I should say, this is the sword and sorcery expression of Polymorph, the engine we're using. There are a host of Polymorph games that use this system. So if you wanted to do a heist game, you could play Pigeons 11, B-Birds Do Crimes.
Oh my goodness.
If you had Found Family on the High Seas, it's Scurvy Buggers. It's a lot like our
My
flag
2
means
great
death.
loves.
There's a variety of different ones that all have a different sort of flavor to them, and some targeted to different age ranges. But this is where my heart lies: is sword and sorcery dungeon crawling.
What would have happened if we stayed with the tentacle?
Oh, so this is where Metabraxis contacted some entity from elsewhere in the non-illusion form of this, and deep down in the dark recesses of the world, there are large things. So the story I like to tell is that we don't know the origin. We don't know what bears were called. The word bear just is like this monster that lives in the woods in all these languages. So they just called it bear because if you called it by its real name, that might tempt it to come forth. So in that sort of vein, I think of the kraken in the same sort of terms.
Yeah.
So there's a kraken somewhere down below. All the players see are tentacles of the kraken that come to pull you down into the darkness.
So
But that
you
would
would
be
have died.
Fun.
there would have been
Yes,
there have been dangerous tentacles from the kraken to try
Yeah.
to draw you down.
I think that's called a linguistic taboo.
Yeah. That's it exactly. So that to me, kraken is that.
Cool.
All right, so Talon 1971 won the Mazes bundle, and Swiftbrook won the Dwarven Forge gift card. I've messaged both of you, so if you see those messages there, just need to confirm what email we can reach out to you at. If you can't respond here for whatever reason, hit me up on Discord. And yeah.
Yeah, I would just say, I don't think I mentioned it, but 9thlevelgames.com is where you can find all of the polymorph and 9th level stuff for Mazes. This is not the first collab I've done with Dwarven Forge. Ideally, it will not be the last collab I do with Dwarven Forge. I love my Dwarven Forge pieces, so I love working with these folks. So.
Obviously, yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, players.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
was a delight to meet all of you and get to play here. Thank you, everybody who watched. And Chris, thank you for helping with the stream.
Yep.
I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend. And please check out the campaign for Dwarven Forge on GameFound.
Correct. Dungeons Reforged is the title.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
That's it for me.